Hello. I was just talking to all you guys as I was sending out the tweet. Thunderbird, could be one of Oz's art pieces. No, my art pieces are usually much louder, much more annoying, much less peaceful. Oh, I tell you what, it was so difficult to get this stream going. I had a major malfunction on my end. Because I was trying to get something to show you guys. I've got something really cool to show you guys tonight. But let's see if we can get it. We can get it working again because I plugged it in and it killed everything. So I don't know whether I'm going to get a. And let me just see. Can you guys actually hear me? In the chat there? I'm paranoid now. Let me type in the chat. Can you hear me? Question mark. I'm only 30 minutes late. So, what are we talking about tonight? Tonight we are talking about... Oh, cool. You can hear me. So tonight we are talking about War Campaign and Andrew here, HUERTA. And I don't know if any of them are going to come on. I think it's a bit of a funny time for the US at the moment. I think it's really early morning there. So I guess you can't complain about Louis. Well, there's no end to the amount of complaining I can do. Trust me. But at least I'm here. You know, where's Liam? Liam's nowhere. Did you see his piece of crap video that he put up the other day? Let me see if I can find it. Well, I had all my tabs lined up. Oh, it's terrible. I had a device plugged in that stole all my audio and my speaker, so I couldn't hear or say anything. And I was like doing the stream for like probably about a good 5 minutes before I realized that no one was actually listening to me, which is sad, really. Yeah, I was there when it was live. Yeah, he's playing funny buggers, trying to stop himself from topping himself. I mean, I might have something to do with it. It can't be easy having to, I don't know, be trolled day in, day out. That can't be fun. It can't be fun. I mean, it might be fun. It's fun for me. It's fun for you guys. But maybe it causes some kind of mental distress for our poor little Liam, our little orange koala. Speaking of which, we got another sale of the sketch tier, or the free sketch tier. So thanks for that, guys. I have asked him what he wants, but he hasn't got back to me yet on what he wants drawn. I've got to draw another one, which is a self-portrait of me in my suit. But I was thinking maybe what I should do is I should get Anna's lesbian suit, and maybe I should draw that. Maybe that should be my reference. So, because she looks pretty lesbian in that suit, so I think it would suit my avatar pretty well. I swear to God, when you set things up. Here we go. Let's just watch this for a little bit. All right. I am going to share this screen so you can watch that while I get the rest of my windows up. Yes, says DM. Let's do this full screen. Let's play that. All right, you guys watch this for a little bit while I sort out the rest of my... So what we're going to do is we are going to go through... where's Sketch? I invited Sketch onto the stream as well. We're going to go through some of these messages, and we're going to discuss and dissect the cancellation of war campaign, and we're going to discuss the cancellation of Andrew HUERTA. What do you guys think about him? Sort of, there was a bit of a, I can't tell, and I haven't asked him because I don't have his DM, but I can't tell whether it was a bit of a troll or not, but there was a message that went around from the antis that was basically showing a tweet with HUERTA saying that he wasn't Comicsgate. Now, we all know he is. So what I'm wondering is whether that was taken out of context as like a much earlier tweet, maybe when he just joined the movement. Do any of you guys know anything about it? I think I'm looking at the wrong Andrew HUERTA. No, this is it. All right. Let's have a look. I'll try not to dox myself. Let's have a look at Twitter. You know what I should do, and what I will do? Hang on a sec. I am going to... If there's anyone in the chat who wants to come in and discuss these two issues, you're more than... fuck you, go in there. There we go. Yeah, if there's anyone that wants to come in and discuss this issue, and then I'm going to go through Twitter, and we're going to have a look. All right. What can you guys see in here? Yeah, that looks all right. All right. I want to have a look at this guy that was harassing him as well. Probably be nice if I actually had these loaded up. So he's all right. So let's show this again. So, what is actually going on with HUERTA? Does anyone know? I know he's copying a bit of flack for his book being really late, but alright, let's have a look at his statement here. Dear friends and colleagues, I'm sending a public message letting everyone know that I've been experiencing racial harassment and cyberbullying from an individual for the past 2 years. He's been spreading constant lies about me and my character, where I've reached the point where I can't allow for him to tarnish my personal and professional reputation any longer. This includes my livelihood as I depend on my art to support my family. Anyone who knows me knows that I am someone who treats everyone with respect and aims to produce art to make this world a better place for us all. As the son of a single Mexican mother, I will always live up to the values that she taught me growing up by treating others how you want to be treated. Wear a mask if everyone supporters to help me against this racist cyber harasser. Peace. Alright, well, who is this cyber harasser? Let's have a look. Count no way near phobic. Hashtag free pan. Where is Pan nowadays anyway? Is he dead? Ty, I am not Tyler 2. When the guy on the left tries to cancel the guy on the right because ma racism. So Jason Dincows. Alright, let's have a look for Jason Dincows. In a minute. Let's just have a look. Dregs of Humanity. We've got your back. Legal fees? So, was there some talk of him suing this guy for defamation or something? SJW is interfering with Andrew's work contracts and indulging in defamation. Okay, so someone retweeted his book Sovereign, but he doesn't want that done on this tweet. Swim into oblivion. Well, I mean, these guys don't really have any money. I don't know if you could actually sue him, and I don't think that HUERTA's a U.S. resident, is he? He did some work for a larger company, and they found out I was working for CG, so they realized. Yeah, I know that he was doing some work for Magic: The Gathering, but he says this guy's been harassing him for 2 years. So I'm just trying to work out exactly, because these stories, they always go back longer than what you think they are. Like what makes someone come out of the woodwork now. It's very strange. It's a pretty unfortunate photo to have online of yourself. Alright. Receive Sawyer's false accusations. Now, I think this guy... Oh, this girl. No, she's Phantom Menace and Comicsgate. I thought she was an auntie, but no. I backed your book nearly 2 years ago. If you're going to be this late and not Comicsgate, then I'd like my money back. Alright, so she's picked up on the fact that he's saying not Comicsgate as well. I'm just over all the fighting. I just want to make cool art and have fun. And I'll gladly still support projects no matter where you're from. Doesn't matter if you're left, right, black, brown, atheist, Christian, gay, straight, etc. If you're a good person, I'm with you. Um, let's see if there's any more stuff from him down here. Face. He's been posting on my tweets a bit. I don't know who Face is. Magatron. That's a pretty funny name. If you were to lose work because of the words of scum like this, it was never a company worth associating with. Well, the problem is that they associate with every company. It's a major SJW cancelling going on at the moment everywhere. They've got their taste of victory in the BLM, and they've decided that they can do whatever they want at the moment. Ross thought it was his wife calling him a racist. You need a restraining order on her. Get a restraining order on your wife, HUERTA. So, alright. Well, it does look like he's saying he's not CG anymore. Now, is that because he's he has to basically disavow to get more work, or is that because he is being harassed? Let me just stop this and check my notification. Crimson Gore Studio. Alright. You should come on Dark Dog Studio. You seem to know more about this than me. Alright, so this is his he still works with War Campaign, yeah, but does he still work with War Campaign? Is he because he's just done a cover. Has he done any other work? Has he got other work in the mix? Or is he just doing Sovereign at the moment? Alright, so he's retweeted this guy, Tolarian Community College. Why are there no black artists of Magic cards, no black writers, no black designers, no black upper management? And he's agreed with that. This shit's true. The comic book industry has a decent mix, but the gaming industry, I've been to Gen Con and other places, and no joke, they're 99% white. Look, there's plenty of dope minority creators out there. It shouldn't be hard to hire a few and get the ball rolling. I don't know. I mean, is it just a reflection of who's playing? Is it like the comic industry? I mean, it seems like the comic industry is sort of, very much white and male. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I hope Clayton was happy with that image being shared. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, Dark Dogs. You can come on. You can use your phone even to come on. Oh, dear. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, hang on. I better get off. Otherwise I'll do it twice. Come and talk about Perth. The all right. Stop fucking around. All right, let's share this again. Got to remember not to go to my DMs while I'm sharing this stream. Most of these creators are asleep at the moment, so that's why I haven't invited anyone on. Well, officially anyway, because I figured that everyone's asleep. Andrew should be asleep because he's got a little kid. So yeah, what do you think about this? About the idea of, because it's kind of like the complaint in the gaming industry about women and there not being enough women, and then they introduced women teams and then they get obliterated, and then, you know, on and on and on. You've, I don't know how many. There are many of dope minority creators. It's true. Maybe they're not interested in doing magic cards or managing it. There's nothing much in here. No. June 9th. I didn't even go back that far. Alright, so this is a bit of an explanation of why Sovereign's like, I've crapped out rushed and bad comics before. It's a horrible feeling and a waste to everyone, in my opinion. I won't ever do that again. Nothing but the best from me. I'm not sure how long was the book, Sovereign. I think it's still in demand. Is it 48 pages? All right, let's go see this other scumbag. Forgot his name already. Twitter's just such a useless piece of crap, really. It's like, it's impossible to find anything. All right, here we are again. So who's this guy? Did Sketch, did you just say black guns matter? What the fuck does that mean to me? Ro, I haven't heard from Ro in a while. Is he still around? Let's have a look at Ro's feed. I haven't seen nor heard from Ro in a while. Who's this baby? Merlin. Oh, cool. That's why I haven't heard from him. He's had a baby. Congratulations, Ro. I thought you'd bug it off, but obviously you've worked out some more interesting things to do with your life. I think he has been on D Live. There's a funny thing about D Live. I think here we go. It's this guy. I think that someone in War Campaign has me blocked in D Live because I can't comment, so I can only just watch them. And I want to ask questions while I'm watching and chat to the. It's his nephew. Well, yeah, because I'm always in there. Well, not always, but I'm in there for like most of them. I go in to check them out, but then when I try and comment, it just doesn't show up, and surely that can't be on my end only. So this Miracle Man guy, he's a real severe anti. We can probably have a look at his Twitter. These jackholes thought they'd get to just slink into the real industry and everything would be forgotten. Slink into the real industry. These people have no idea. Like, they are not part of the real industry because the real industry, the comic industry exists to sell books, to sell periodicals, and it's almost a very pure capitalistic commercial endeavor from its inception. It's commercial art. It's designed to be mass produced and mass distributed, and it's only because of some kind of disturbance that these people have managed to get in and create a situation where they don't care about selling the books anymore. So Comicsgate creators are, by definition, real comic book creators because it's all about selling to the consumer, giving them the product that they want. So he's quote tweeting Andrew here is saying, maybe ignore Comicsgate so us weirdos don't. Yeah. These screenshots are shit, bro. What is this? What is this, bro? What are you doing? Alright, let's have a look. This will be the real thread. Alright, here we go. This is the real tea. Wiggle Wiggle, do you want to come on? Rap the Jesus, do you want to come on? Go through these tweets for me and give me a give me an idea of your opinions on this situation. I don't mind if you come on. I won't yell at you too much, but I will yell at you. You don't have to. You're driving. Oh well, at least you got something to listen to, I guess. I'll try and make sure that I read out all the tweets and the sleuthing that we're doing, so you get you'll be able to participate. Yeah, Wiggle Wiggle, you don't have to wear your ape mask. You can just come on with an avatar. Well, you can. There he is. Bring him on.
Hey, how's it going?
You're on.
Hey, it's not showing my avatar or anything. That's weird.
Yeah, is there a little bit of an echo? Or is that gone? No, that's
No,
gone
I'm
now.
not hearing anything. Yeah, I'm not hearing
Yeah, it's good.
anything.
Where is your avatar? What is
I'm
what
loading
is
it
your
right now.
avatar?
I'm about to put it on there. There we go. No, this is the first time I've done it over the phone. I just woke up, taking care of the kid and all that. So
Oh
just
yeah. Oh, well, what time is it there? Because it must be pretty early.
9 o'clock.
Oh
There we
really?
go.
I thought it would be much earlier than that.
9
There
a.m.
you are.
Yeah, it's 9
Oh, that's
a.m.
all right
Yep,
then.
there I am.
So it's not too bad a time for me to be streaming then. I thought it might be a bit too early.
Mm-mm.
All right. Now you're a man of Twitter. Is that safe to
I
say?
am now. Yeah, I guess so. It's a game. It's an MMO, you know.
So
People take it too serious.
how long have you been on Twitter?
Uh, this month, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I
So
just
you're not just a new convert to Comicsgate. You're a new user of Twitter as well.
yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. So what brought you upon Twitter?
Because that's a lot of where all this stuff happens. Like these weirdos, like this guy right here. That's where a lot of this stuff happens. That's where all of it happens, really. So, like, if you're making memes or you're trying to like comment on, call stuff out or whatever, Twitter's the place to be.
Right. And how old's your little boy?
My daughter's 2.
Oh, your daughter. Sorry,
Yeah, no,
I
you're
didn't
fine.
mean to assume her gender.
No, you're fine. Yeah, she's a cute little thing. My wife started working again, and I woke up and she's all snuggled up on me.
Oh, okay.
But,
Are
yeah,
you working at the moment, or are you
no,
stuck with all this?
I'm retired.
Oh, okay. Oh, lucky
Yeah,
you.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this Andrew HUERTA thing. Now he's been doing work for War Campaign for a while. I know he's done one cover, and I think he's also done. Did he do a pin-up or something?
No,
Did he do a cover to Vestige too? What else has he done for WC?
I don't even know what all he's done for War Campaign, to be honest. Like the cover for Vestige was Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah.
So I'm
What
not
about
even.
the second one?
I don't really know. I just know I backed
Doodle
it.
Bags?
Yeah, it's Doodle. Like, that's as far as I'm aware. Like, I think he might be doing a variant cover. Like, he's done little things here and there. I'm not really sure exactly what all he's done. Like, Huerta. I'm not really 100% sure. Like I said, I'm new.
Well, we'll
so.
find out together.
Yeah, you'll find out.
We'll find out together.
Like, I know he's done a lot of work
Yeah.
for Wizards of the Coast.
I don't know if he's done a lot, but I know he has done some. I know he's done a few cards. I don't know. He might have done more conceptual stuff or something.
He might have.
All right, so this guy
Yeah, this fucking guy.
is a voice actor. Is a voice actor.
Oh, is that
All
what
right,
he is?
so-
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, come
yes.
on.
He's a voice actor for Einstein in Ratso, Bane
Yeah,
of Comicsgate.
Oh boy. Oh, I must be the bane of him because it took one meme and he blocked me.
So he is he's in with Stuart Immonen, Warren Ellis, and Joe Caramagna.
Oh,
So he's
it's one of those.
Interesting. Yeah, he's following 2.5. How can you follow 2,600 people? That seems ridiculous.
I don't know.
And only have 1,000 people follow you back. All right, so he says, comic and wizard magic artist HUERTA is trying to intimidate me with legal action for exposing his association and support of Comicsgate. And this Miracle Man, who's another scumbag, who's he?
He's another scumbag for
Adderall
sure.
addict. And he's following 3,400 people. All right.
Like the funny thing is like I don't even realize like how many followers and people they follow. Like I don't even look at any of that stuff. I just don't even care.
No, but it's important to see who they are. like
Yeah.
exactly who these people are. So 100% can confirm Andrew has been an active member of the known hate group Comicsgate. I love how they always put that in.
We got to.
They should not associate with hate group members. Please let Andy's attorney know where they can reach me at 1-800-GET-FUKD. Oh, and then Eric Canals, Tobias Canals comes in and he's like, Comicsgate isn't a hate group. You're just a bunch of mentally ill pieces of shit who live inside Twitter and who are out to slander a Mexican creator as a white supremacist. I hope HUERTA's attorney mops the floor with Din Cause. And that's that guy.
Yeah.
And I hope it's the first of many. But to be honest, it's like, as I was saying before, I think he lives in Spain, and I think this guy is in America. And I don't think this guy would have any money. And I don't know whether the courts are actually working at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know. I know our BMV's just opened up, our DMV, license bureau for cars or whatever. Yeah, they just recently opened up.
All right, so this was December 11th, so this is going back a little bit, where he's saying, ignore Comicsgate so us weirdos don't get angry. It's been 2 years and you guys still haven't learned your lesson, shame. And then, what's this one? May the 5th, so earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The industry you're trying to defend rejected me in my art style. Comicsgate supported my book. Sovereign was your side, didn't.
I'm not really seeing anything that rags on Comicsgate.
This is even earlier. Comicsgate means I can continue my dream of doing comic books. I was rejected by mainstream comics because they don't like how I draw and would only give me projects related to my urban stories / my race. No more. Hashtag comics, hashtag manga. Yeah, I mean that's, it's like, oh, you can come work for us as a minority, but you can only work on a minority story.
Right. I'm not really seeing anything here. Like, these are supposed to be evidence or receipts, as they like to call it.
I think this is receipts of him being Comicsgate. I mean, I think the issue is that he's said that he isn't Comicsgate anymore.
The way I read that tweet is that he was trying to use it as evidence that he wasn't for Comicsgate and he talked shit about Comicsgate. It's like a gotcha moment. Like, that's the way I read that.
No, I think that what they're trying to say is no, he is Comicsgate. So
okay.
They're saying
it's just really weird.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get your head in their logic it's mind numbing.
Right. Ratso. Do you want to watch Ratso?
What?
All right, let me find.
What is that?
Oh, no, I can't, because he'll probably claim it. That's what he does his voice acting for. So this guy...
his sock puppet thing? His puppet thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really fucking weird.
Well, he makes this is his means of income at the moment, is he's making this Ratso puppets, and his wife is the one filming it or producing it, and so they're both working on this sock puppet thing on YouTube for free, and that's what they're doing at the moment.
I think I might have a sock puppet meme under there somewhere. Because I was like, what is this? It's really strange.
And because these psychos tweet every 5 seconds, it's hard to find out.
Oh, that's what they do. They like bury everything. Yeah, they bury everything.
Larry Harmer's removed that. Oh, no. Larry Harmer's got me blocked, so I can't read that. He's got me blocked on an individual basis, not through a blockchain. He's like... Yeah. He's just like, I don't like you. I didn't recall me saying anything to him either. It's terrible.
Oh, well, I'm right there with you, brother.
Oh, I know what they're trying to do. So they're trying to cancel him with some obscure link to the Proud Boys.
Yeah, it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't really get it.
Is your bubba all right?
Yeah, I had to get a hair clip, so she's freaking out.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's so exciting life of daddy.
Oh, you're clipping it?
Yeah, hair clip. You know, she's eating breakfast, so I gotta clip up her hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is there another name for it in Australia?
No. I thought you were saying something else. Sorry. I thought you were saying she was going to get her hair cut.
No. I clip up her hair so she can eat her food. You know. Otherwise, she'll use it as a napkin. But yeah, I don't really understand where they're coming from on this. Like this whole, I forgot about that Proud Boy angle because it doesn't make any effing sense. Like I don't see it at all. It's like a weirdo conspiracy theory or something. I don't know.
So apparently, Comicsgate are into long cons. That's pretty good.
Oh. What's that chart? What is that? Who? Is that another? That's another SJW.
Yeah, this guy here, this guy Ant, he used to engage with CG for probably about 18 months, and then everyone, basically when everyone he was Renfamous's groupie, and when everyone basically just ignored Renfamous for 12 months, so she disappeared into obscurity, he got ignored as well. And he's been writing for the Mary Sue.
Oh boy! Yeah. Somewhere on this thread is my back and forth with Renfamous. That was my first time.
Right.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So this list is the number. He's deleted 21,000 tweets. That's Andrew Huerta.
Well, do these people understand how Twitter works? Like, you can set it up to where it automatically just deletes your stuff. Like,
I don't think they understand anything.
I really don't think they understand like Twitter at all. Like, they don't get it.
I know, he's only deleted 2,000 tweets, and he's got 20. See, this is the thing. He's only got 21,000 tweets out of his whole time on Twitter, so he doesn't tweet much.
Well, he might have it set up as a cycle because he tweets out like promotions and stuff like that all the time. So he just has it set up like it just deletes stuff after like 2 weeks or whatever. Because you can set it up that it like really helps clean up your timeline and shit. And there's nothing nefarious about it. It just cleans up your timeline.
No, there's nothing. And also, it's not like he's deleting his Comicsgate tweets because I just showed them.
Right, exactly. So, you know. I mean, it's just whatever. These people are nuts.
These people are nuts. No,
I mean,
we're just going to keep looking at it for a little bit. I just want to get to the bottom of it. And then I'm going to ask you about some war campaign shenanigans.
Oh, God. I'll answer to my best ability, I guess. I can just answer for myself, really. Yeah, it's just mindless dribble. Like, dude, it just goes on and on and on and on. Like, they just want to cancel the guy. They don't want him. They want Wizards of the Coast to fire him. You know what I mean? They want Wizards to bend the knee. Because if you go on, you get even more information. If you go over to, because Wizards of the Coast made a post. Like, they don't tolerate racism and all this other shit in relation to this. And that thread is even wackier. Like, they're taking pictures of cards and putting them up on there and like, look at this example of, you know, it's just really, really weird.
They're still saying that Ethan's being arrested.
For what?
Oh, for making fun of Preston. So,
oh God, they're saying that he's gonna get arrested because he made fun of him.
Yeah, the police are gonna come.
Oh, okay. All
right, so here he goes. So Donald DeLay, he comes out and says, "Everyone let Molly Schmolly know that this guy, a white voice actor is attacking and slandering a Mexican creator and trying to silence a person of color. But what Donald didn't realize is that's his wife. So this is what they're doing. Check out Ratso, Molly's amazing puppet show. I co-produced it, so I'm not going to be fired. Plus, Molly's my fiance. We have kids together. You massive waste of oxygen. Kids, more than one kid, and they're both doing puppet. Oh God, that is their job.
Oh my God.
What do you think about the idea of being able to say you're not comic skate anymore? He's disappeared. What do you think about that, chat? Andrew was worried that his job at Wizard of the Coast was threatened, and he said he wasn't CG. Also, he could have decided not to call himself CG since the big breakup. I don't know, David. We all know Andrew is CG, yeah. Proud Boys aren't a hate group either. Well, I don't know. Are they classed as one? Because I don't know. Do you, good morning, Johnny. All right. Wiggle dropped out there. You're right, mate?
I don't know. I'm fine. I'm not used to the interface on the phone. It's completely different.
Oh, okay.
And I jacked it up. Hail the chat.
Hail the chat. Yeah, I was asking the chat what they think of being able to say that you're not comic skate anymore.
What do you mean? Who's not? What are you talking about? Like, who can say you're not comic skate?
No, saying that yourself. Like saying, if someone, like if Andrew comes out and says, "Well, I'm not comic skate anymore," or just says, "I'm not part of it."
I mean, the way I read that is that he never really was. He just does his own thing. He's freelance, But he's not going to sit there by and let somebody call it a hate group when it's not.
But I mean, Comic Skate isn't a hiring organization.
No, it's a movement. It's not it's not a hiring organization. It's a movement.
No, so it's a label that you support and you declare yourself, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. If you're part of it, but if he doesn't feel that he doesn't want to, I don't know. I mean, whatever. He just doesn't want to claim it at this time, I guess. I mean, that's his call. But at least he's standing up and saying, "Hey, it's not a hate group. You're lying." Like, I mean,
well,
he's just in denial.
What do you think about that? You can do that? Do you reckon you can do that, or do you reckon it doesn't matter what he says? He's always going to be comic skate.
I mean, you can say that. I mean, I can kind of get where he's coming from. Is like he's trying not to lose his fucking job because he's weirdos, man. And for some reason, there's a narrative going around that comic skate is a hate group, and he's trying to dismiss that. So, without giving them the satisfaction of saying, "See, you're in comic skate. See," you know what I mean? Like he's not giving them satisfaction, is the way I see it. Maybe a very way to troll them in a way, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. Yeah, I was trying to look at the chat, and it was like, it's really weird how it's set up on my phone. Like, that's what I was trying to do, and it disconnected me.
Well, they're not helping much, to be honest. They're being slackers tonight. It's too early in the morning for them. But so, I mean, all right, so this is a legit tweet then, because I wasn't sure whether this was like an old one or whatever, but this is what he's sent out, which is... I'm not comic skate. I defend them because they're not a hate group. That's it.
Yeah, and I don't. I find that to be rather genuine in a way. Like, I mean, maybe that's all it is. You know, like he's just not gonna sit down and let him just fucking spread more lies.
Mm.
Because he's done freelance work. I'm just not really sure what he's done. Like, that's my thing. I don't really know.
Raptor Jesus, don't crash your car because you want to chat. He says
I'm not
CG
driving.
CG is a customer movement. Sorry, hard to chat and drive. Lol.
Oh no, no text and drive. Hail.
Johnny
Nice
Rando says
dedication,
Oz berates the chat. This is a hate channel. Damn
Oh my
straight, it's a
God.
hate channel. I don't even try and hide it.
Yeah. Give in to your hate.
If Liam was here, my hatred would be directed at him.
There you go.
Well, it's a bit of a shame, to be honest. I think that we've lost Andrew.
I don't think we lost him. I just think he just does his own thing, you know, kind of like just kind of a man of his own drum, you know. I don't know. I mean, I think we got to let it pan out and see what happens. Because I could see that being a tactic, just not giving him more ammo. Like, because once you say that, then they're going to run with it. Like, oh, look, you said you're comic skate. You're comic skate. You know what I mean?
But that's what they do anyway.
Yeah, I know. Maybe he's trying to control the narrative in a way, you know?
That's what I was asking you about. Like, do you think you can actually say that I am or aren't comic skate? Because it's going to follow you no matter where you go. It's like you may as well own it, because he says I'm not comic skate, and then these guys spend 2 days showing receipts of where he said previous that he was comic skate. You know.
Well, the thing is like none of those tweets that you were talking about that are the so-called receipts prove to me that he was ever comic skate, honestly. Like that's what I'm getting at, is like he doesn't say that I'm comic skate in any of them. He's just talking about it and about how he supports it. But he's not saying that he's like part of it. Like, you follow me? Like he's very careful about his
kind
wording.
of following you. Yeah, I'm kind of following you, but he did promote a comic skate book. Like his book was promoted as a comic skate book. It wasn't promoted as some random independence book who happens to like comic skate.
And which book was that? I'm just wondering out of curiosity.
It's Sovereign.
It's
Sovereign. It's supposed to be. It's running about 6 to 4 months
awesome.
late, I think. Yeah, it looks really good, and I think it's been a bit slow going because I think he's had to do some other work, and I think he's being really like super precious about the artwork, which is cool. And I think he's getting a bit of pressure at the moment as to why isn't it done, blah blah blah. And I just wonder whether that's he was getting harassed within Comic Skate by some people. And
I just learned about that project recently, like the other day. It's probably because it hasn't been talked about much because it's so late.
I think, well, it's in demand, but it's not like I don't think he really wants to promote it until it's done. I don't think he's that happy with the entire crowdfunding model, but I don't know. We'd have to ask him about it, like what he thinks about it. But he hasn't been happy to sort of promote it in that regard.
So why? It looks awesome.
Oh, probably just because it's not easy being in Comic Skate, and it's not easy being a creator in Comic Skate, and then it's not easy being attacked for being in Comic Skate, and then also attacked for your book being late by your customers. So it's like, it's tough. I mean, we, I lived through the image comic days, where I get a Dale Keown Pit comic once every 18 months or something. That was 24 pages, and that was insane. So,
oh wow,
it happens with artists when you're creating your own book. All right, so Ren, our favorite person, says, would that be the same Andrew Huerta who appears in this screenshot of Comicsgate creators who joined together to promote a comic made by a member of the Proud Boys. God, that's a long.
Who is the comics book member that's a member of the Proud Boys? That's so vague. Like, why don't you just say his name?
It's not a
God.
him. It's Martina Markota.
Martina Markota is part of the Proud
Lady
Boys.
Alchemy.
Yeah, I know
She's
who it
not
is.
proud of. She's not part of the Proud Boys.
Yeah, that's what makes him think that.
So what happened was, a number of years ago, before the Proud Boys were really anything, they so they're like a men's club. So she was like a dancer, right?
Right.
So they had some kind of like knowledge of her, like an invitation of her through their men's club, and then she ended up like, from just as my vague memory, but it was something innocuous, like they were at a pub and she went to the pub independently, and then she said hello to them because she recognized them from the clubs, and someone took a photo of all of them together for and then so that's her association with. So now all of a sudden she becomes a Proud Boys member.
That's
So what they do is they get the website where they put up the photo with a person who's and called them the first lady of Proud Boys, Martina Markota. But it's like it's so scummy.
So bizarre.
Like,
yeah, that's so bizarre.
So here you go, 2016. So when was the election? Would have been around
2016.
Yeah, but around November.
Yeah, it's in November. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. It just says it right there. One day before election. Yeah. So this is the photo here. This is like they're outside a bar. She recognizes them. They take a photo, and then now she's an official member of the Proud Boys.
So here's the thing with the Proud Boys, and I don't really. They're actually fighting in court about the whole hate group thing, because I looked into it to try to figure out what exactly it was. There's an organization here in the States that just willy-nilly goes around labeling whoever they want a hate group. Whether they are or not is, whatever. But they're not a federal group. It's the, what is it called? The Southern Poverty Law Board or something like that. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat could maybe. But basically, like the Clintons are involved with them. Like all kinds of lefties are involved with these people.
Right.
And I've never seen the Proud Boys like going around destroying property. I've never seen them like assaulting black people. I don't really see the connection personally, because I look at all the news sources, I look at everything, and it just seems like busybody talk, like talking heads type shit. Like I don't really get it.
All right.
I mean, they weren't the guys that were with the tiki torches. That was something else.
No. Mike Marip says the artist Martina fired had links to the Proud Boys. But I mean, it seems to me it was more of a burlesque kind of connection. But it's not like any But it just goes to show how tentative the connection is, that they're trying to draw a bow, that she had a photo taken and then she was on Ethan's channel promoting her book, and then Andrew was also on that channel at a different time. So therefore, because they both went on the same show, that he is now affiliated with the Proud Boys. See how
it'd be
ridiculous that is? It's like everyone who goes on Ricky Lake is like therefore associates of each other, like throughout the whole.
Or I even got
show.
A better comparison. Like imagine if I got a picture with what's his name? He was in American Beauty.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Let's say I got a picture with Kevin Spacey before all that shit blew up, right? Now what? I'm affiliated with him because I have a picture with him? Like that doesn't make any
Obviously.
sense. Obviously, yeah. Obviously.
If you're in a movie with him, you were obviously promoting everything about him.
Or just a picture, and you're a fan and, I mean, you're affiliated with him. You support all of his actions.
Yeah. So that's how far they go, where it's like any sort of association. And that's why you can never, ever support any of these people or anything they do, because eventually you are going to get caught up in that net of like you liked or retweeted or worked with someone who's now cancelled, so therefore you've got to be cancelled because you worked with them, so therefore it means you're their associate, so therefore that means that you're responsible for everything that they've done.
It's some galaxy brain shit for sure.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, look, there's your comment. Look at that.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a look at my homepage. I'm just going to have a look at... I saw some funny stuff in here that I wanted to show.
All right.
There's some birds outside your house, man.
Yeah, I'm on my back porch with my dogs. They're chirping away. I live in the middle of the forest by some lakes.
So you live in a forest by some lakes and you're retired. You're really having a rough life, aren't you?
I know. Well, I've lived a rough life up to this point. I can tell you that.
Why is that?
It wasn't given to me. Well, I mean, I grew up poor, all that stuff, and joined the military to better myself and not be a degenerate. And then I worked in the Gulf. I became a tradesman and all that shit. And
you worked in the Gulf?
Yeah, Gulf of Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like after I got done with the military, yeah. I was doing commercial diving and shit like that, and underwater construction.
Right. Underwater construction is very dangerous.
Yeah. I loved it though. My plan was to end up in the Bering Sea or go to Australia. I know that sounds, because I mean a lot of divers go there, with international cards, like international certs. That was my plan, but fate has other plans, so it didn't work out that way. Medical issues.
Oh, really? You hurt yourself?
No, mental problems that came up later from my time in the military.
What, like anxiety or something?
Yeah, like PTSD, that type of shit,
Well, PTSD is a gamut of things. So
it's a whole bunch of
specific things. Is there anything specific to you that is
for me it was anxiety, chest pains that wouldn't stop, like shit that just wouldn't stop. It all started when I stopped drinking heavily.
Right.
Like I was drinking heavily for 12 years and then once I stopped, tried to settle down, that's when all this shit started coming out.
Okay.
But I guess that's pretty normal,
Well, I mean, what's normal? It's hard to know what your experience was in the military that may have caused the anxiety.
Yeah, everybody's different.
And is there anything specific that you had to go through, or was it just the environment that you were in?
I mean, I was in Iraq in 2006, so I mean,
you were in Iraq what?
In 2006, I was in Iraq.
Right.
So, I mean, there you go, man. I was in the Sunni Triangle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Get mortared all the time, that kind of shit. Shot at, whatever.
So, were you a Marine? What were you doing?
I was Army.
Were you in the Army?
I was Army.
Explain to Australians that are watching what the difference between Marines and Army is.
Well, the Army is its own branch of the armed forces, and the Marines is a branch of the Navy. Hence the name. They're like the Navy ground forces.
All right. So, what's the difference between the Navy and? Okay, so they're Army troops. No, I still don't know. That's different to what I thought it was. I thought they were like the first troops on the ground, but you're saying it's
They
not. It's a
usually are.
specific
No,
Navy
no, no.
division.
No, they are a Navy division. Like they usually are the first boots on the ground because they're all about amphibious assaults and that kind of stuff. And now if like the amphibious like isn't an option, they're still the first on the ground. Like they're kind of like the spearhead in a way. Them in armored divisions, like that's how it worked back then.
Right.
They've changed it though.
Yeah, we don't have a marine arrangement in Australia. We have the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and we've got the SAS, which is the Special Forces.
Right. Yeah, I've worked with a few Australian blokes when I was over there. Good guys.
Oh, okay.
Good guys, man.
In what capacity?
They were working with the communications and stuff like that. They were contractors. A few of them were mercenaries.
Okay.
Ran into a bunch of a number of mercenaries.
The mercenaries be ex-SAS?
Yeah, a lot of them were. Or like badass infantry dudes, but most of them are ex-special forces and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know what? One of the tests for joining the SAS is you've got to run. I think you've got to run 4 kilometers and scull a beer and eat a meat pie at the end of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll watch them do that.
Sounds like a good way to puke.
That's the idea.
Uh-huh.
Is to stress you out.
Uh-huh. That's funny.
So I put out a tweet this week about War Campaign.
Okay. Oh, I think I saw that. You were asking a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I answered that question.
Did you?
I did.
Did you give me a proper answer or a joke answer?
It was a little bit of a joke.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go check on that.
But I'll answer it legitimately since it's not on Twitter. Because most of what I do on Twitter is just a joke, like pretty much majority of it. Or like the few times I don't, like I would just ask like a question, like I go to the root of it, like do you support this? Do you know what I mean? It's to avoid gaslighting.
Right. Do you watch Zach's videos?
I have in the past, yes.
What do you think? Do you ever watch when he's talking about his war stories?
Yeah, I do. Him and I can relate. I can relate to him a lot. I think that's part of the reason why Heathen has a cough. He never actually answered me, so it's just speculation. Like that's part of the reason why I have a cough. No, it's burn pit. Is my guess.
Burn pit. What's that?
That's something that the military doesn't like to talk about. When we were over there, they burned everything. Like there was no like trash pits. We had open air burn pits. Like you name it, it was burned. Everything was burned. It all burns. So you'd have like these giant plumes of like just black smoke everywhere, and yeah, that was life.
Right.
I mean, everything from metal to, magnesium to, everything, dude. They burned it all. And you're around that shit for, months, year, whatever. But, he went to Afghanistan too.
Yeah, he served twice.
Yeah. With, once was in the Marines and once was in the Army.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Same thing. The Marines are just army guys that arrive on boat, it sounds like.
They're a little bit more, yeah, in a way. They don't have as good of gear because they're they don't have like the top end gear like some of the infantry guys do in the army. That doesn't mean they have less training. Don't get it mixed up. Because they definitely are more hardcore with like their infantry training than say like an army infantry guy. Right. But then you have different branches of the like different parts, not branches, but different companies that are within infantry that are much more fine tuned than they are. Like, you got the Rangers and like Green Berets, but that's starting to get into special forces.
All right. So I asked, so you know how SJWs, they always start their tweets with some kind of like, I'm going to sit you down and have a chat with you. So that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So what do war campaign members actually want? Now, you notice I didn't say war campaign as a whole. I didn't want people to answer as war campaign as a whole. I wanted to know what the individual members of war campaign want at the moment. So DSF, Delta Force, Spurg Force, thank you for joining the show today, says lasagna. Now, do you think that's an appropriate response?
I mean, maybe that's what he wanted in that moment, is lasagna.
Testify HD, who's going to come on and answer some questions, says my head.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, depends which head he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost of Henry. I'm not familiar with this man. He says he wants a Winnebago. It's a poor investment.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're pretty nice. I wouldn't get one personally.
And then yourself says memes and nude orange koala sketches.
Yes. In that moment, that's where I was at.
Right. Now, who's Face? Face is a bit of a hardcore dude, I think.
He has nothing to do with the war campaign.
Fandom Menace and Comicsgate.
Yeah. I've gone with him on Twitter a few times.
He says, you want me to play devil's advocate? Maybe you're the devil. Maybe you're an errand boy sent by grocery clerks to collect the bill. Okay, they want to say they like it. They're feeling strongly about it, but they'll say it. What the fuck is he talking about?
He's a nut, dude. Like, I honestly believe that he's an alt, but I don't have any evidence to back that.
Stu the Despicable Pirate says 40 acres and a mule. I don't understand that reference.
Oh, I could explain that reference.
Mm.
That's a reference to when the American slaves were freed, they were told that they were going to get 40 acres and a mule.
Right. Fair enough.
Well, there you go.
All right. So Rosetta, Signet Rosetta. Mm-hmm. She's been on Liam and my show a couple of times, I think. Says, lies and slander about me to cease. Left alone to do my art, not pressured to abandon my brethren. Respected for the professional I am. Okay. Maybe she can come on sometime and tell me what she's talking about.
I think she's had to deal with a lot of like bullies and stuff. I don't really know much about it. Definitely have her on and ask her about it.
Reed says he wants love and acceptance. Gifts. Edgar Tarley. He says, I wouldn't mind a sacrifice made weekly to the power of the war campaign. Sketch to verify all his sock accounts. An international holiday created to celebrate the birth of war campaign. No less than 10 orange koala pins and 1 glass of water.
Oh. Wow.
Very specific.
Yes.
Red Mandalorian is basically saying he's got no idea what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Magatron says war campaign would like to harass who they want, when they want, without consideration of any common decency and with zero consequences. They want to be sanctioned and respected cry bullies. Basically, prominent CG creators must treat them as Seattle does Antifa.
That's a pretty strange opinion, but okay.
Mr.
Apparently,
CPU,
criticism is harassment now.
what would be harassment to you?
Would be blowing up someone's DMs, like spamming the same comment over and over again, like, you know, like just for no reason. Like, I mean, that's harassment to me, I guess. Like, if you're following the person around in every single post they make just to spam the same shit, or threats of violence, you know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, once you get into threats of violence, like that's where, you know, that's harassment.
Mr. CPU, he says not to be lied about. I don't
Yeah,
know what
that's
he's
valid.
referring to there.
Well, he's referring to the whole doxing thing. That's a lie. The War Campaign does not dox anybody. That's what he's referring to.
Is it? Okay.
That's my guess. Yeah, because he posts a lot. Like he's an AI man. He does a lot of texting, talking text. But no, that's usually what he's commenting about is the lies about customer doxing and all that, because that's what all this is about.
PC's twin was very harsh, and he says to kick me off Liam to kick me off his show before Micah. Well, I'll have you know, PC's twin, that is our show, shared equally between us. Although, and only one of us is dedicated to actually providing any entertainment for you guys.
These next people, these are all War Campaigners.
Right. Sarah Garth says more
PC twin, all that, yeah.
Small penises on orange koalas, spelt koalas wrong, Sarah Garth. And not being lied about would be great too. I assume that's the same thing, being lied about. Jesus Johnny, don't know him, says a decent ham sandwich.
He's a good dude.
The Black Fox, who is in our chat quite a bit, says, and a proper pint or a dozen, amen. So the Black Fox must be British. The Holy Goat, who I have seen around, says, from what I can tell, they want CG pros to stop trying to cancel GAT and pressuring other CG creators to disassociate with War Campaign.
That's pretty much it. It's well said. Captain
USA, so Rob Casey, man at the center of some of this tension, says, I've got what I want. I had it before I was on your show with Malin. Nothing has changed for me.
Yep. There you go.
Sounds like he's perfectly happy. CG Snowballer says, it would appear to me that they would like to be able to make their projects without interference from someone who is not part of their creative team, and to let everyone to know to stop taking life so seriously, especially on the internet. What is he talking about? Interference from someone who's not part of their creative team.
He's talking about CG Jumpstart, and he's talking about Vestige. From based on what's going on. And based around your question.
No, I mean, what do you mean? What's he talking about? Interference? They want to make their projects without interference.
Like CG Jumpstart, for example, like that was put to a stop because of I don't know. I haven't seen the DM, so I can't really say for fact. The way it looks from just from what it looks like is that Steve Dye jumped ship, didn't give him the files that he was working on. He was the editor on the project, and basically holding him hostage. And now apparently he's going to work for Ethan, and now Ethan's backpedaling on that, saying that he didn't say that, but he did. So I don't you know, and now it's being held up. And
Hasn't CG? Didn't I see the CG Jumpstart proof copy?
yeah, that needs to be redone now. Yeah, the proof copy did happen.
Why does it need to be redone?
Well, why would you pit people in a magazine with your name on it that want to throw defamation and accuse you of doxing your customers in your book? Why would you want to do that?
Oh, so remove all the CGs, all the pros
Hold on.
before releasing it again. Did you drop out? You there?
I was running water. Sorry. I was washing my
okay.
hands. Yeah, I was washing my hands. I didn't want to. If you see me muting, it's because I'm making noise or something, and I don't want to. But yeah, let's.
So, from what I understood from reading a couple of War Campaign tweets, was that there was an argument over the files, but they ended up getting all the files.
Oh, they did? Well, that's news to me, because that, as last I heard, is that they still had not gotten them. So until I hear otherwise, that's what yeah. That must have happened. If that did happen, it happened in the last 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. But Steve Dye is a contractor, yeah? He's not.
Yeah, and that's what gets it. That's what makes it really weird, because if he is a freelance, but if he signs some kind of contract or he has some kind of verbal contract with them, he doesn't have any rights to those files. He's just an editor.
Yeah.
Not just, like, not making light of what an editor's work is. I'm just saying that he's the editor of the project. He's not the creator. He doesn't own it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not his baby.
Right.
So
how did he end up with the files?
Because he's the editor. He was working on it. And when all this shit went down, it went for the proof, right? But he still had the files. And then all this stuff went down. And they're like, hey, we need the files back because we want to fix it. They want to change stuff and, modify it or whatever. I mean, obviously. they're not going to put people in there that want to go around throwing the eyes around and poisoning the well of consumers. Because look, man, Comicsgate is based upon trust, like big time trust, because of Indiegogo. Like, if you don't have that with your customers, you're not going to sell a fucking book, period. Like, that's...
Delta's yelling at me for not reading the chat. All right.
Uh-oh. I can't even see the chat, so I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to read out everyone's Twitters. I'll keep checking the chat. What did you want to say? Oz, why the F do you know absolutely nothing? Delta, if you want to come on and explain it to me, you're more than welcome. And let me post the link in the chat again. Anyone is welcome to come on and tell me exactly what's going on. Because, as you may have noticed, I am on the periphery. Yeah. I am on the periphery of this situation. He's
right. Creators have jumped ship on it. He is right. I figured out how to get to the chat.
Yeah.
But I'll answer him before he gets on here.
You might have to turn down the music in case I get a strike or something. If some bot.
You hear my music in the background? My daughter's movie. Oh no. Let me adjust that. There we go.
Quiet, but I don't want I don't want it to be like Disney comes out and says
it is a Disney movie. How'd you know?
Yeah.
Holy
because I know
Oliver and Company, man. Yeah, it's Oliver and Company. She loves that movie. But I'm going to tell you my honest answer to this question for you before he comes on or if anybody else comes on. Simply put, man, I want what I want for not just War Campaign. I want it for Comicsgate because it's one and the same, man. I just want honesty, integrity, loyalty. Like, I don't want any of this lie bullshit, this YouTuber drama crap, Like, I don't. And it's more than YouTuber drama. When you start accusing people, like another creator, like I would do the same thing if they did it to Ethan or if they did it to anybody else. I'm gonna call you out on it. Like you're spreading lies to create a distrust among consumers. Like that's like a death wish, man. Like I don't want that to happen to you or Liam or anybody else for that matter. And that's what happened to Gat. And I got blocked all over the place because I called it out, among many others that did too. We all got blocked for it. It's hypocrisy.
Now, Wiggle, can I just suggest that you weren't just calling out hypocrisy?
Hey, a picture says 1,000 words.
I think you were saying more than 1,000 words.
I
don't think the questioning of hypocrisy was quite the reason why you got yourself blocked on many fronts.
Oh well, I called out hypocrisy in a very
you called it out in
creative manner.
Yeah, so
I mean, that's just my sense of humor, my darkness.
Let's not interpret your banning on a case of bravado on your.
Hey man, look, I know my stuff is a bit spicy. I know that it's not for everybody.
It's not for most people.
Right, and that's fine. That's just the way it is. My humor is pretty dark.
Okay, well, we're going to understand why your humor is so dark, and why it is so consistently aimed at specific people.
Well, because they're the ones that are the. I'm not going to go after somebody that didn't do anything. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
And what did Anna do in your mind?
I've never gone after Anna.
Okay.
Now I did make some memes with Ellen DeGeneres, like, because I was. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain that.
No. Look. Before you go any further, this is an open and honest, interactive forum that we're engaged in, Wiggle. All right. So let's be honest with each other.
Right. Now, and I will explain why that came to be and why. Well, for me, why I made the meme. Because no matter how we wanted to talk about the core of the issues, they kept Cape Horn. What is he even talking about? I don't even know what he's talking about. Anyway, guys, that guy's a nut. Anyway, thing is like I hate the hypocrisy of using like tragedy to get clout or clicks or using that as a sympathy to get money from people. And that's really what it's turned into, because we're trying to talk about a serious matter and you got every simp in the universe keeps bringing up Anna. And I'm like, I'm not even talking about Anna. Like, I don't, like, this has nothing to do with her. Why do you keep bringing her up? And out of frustration, like, memes were born just to make a mockery of it. It's like, dude, come on. We're not even talking about this. You guys want to talk about this, not me. So, I mean, what does that have to do with Gat? It doesn't have anything to do with Gat.
Well, maybe not everything is specifically about Gat. There are other people involved as well, such as Ro or Pan.
Well, the allegations have to do with Gat and War Campaign. That doesn't have anything to do with Anna.
Well, no, War Campaign basically is charged with going after Anna with regard to her cover.
See, that had nothing to do with me. I wasn't even around. I wasn't even really around at that time, so that doesn't even have anything to do with me. That's my point.
Well, no, but that's what they're talking about with regard to they're saying, War Campaign is targeting Anna because of the cover. And then now it has turned into she's being targeted for using or for them using Anna for internet clout. I mean, what is the argument there?
Well, I disagree with that, because basically all it was criticism, because I do remember that. I just wasn't in the, I wasn't commenting on stuff too much yet. I was still just starting to watch live streams and all that went down. And the thing was, it was just criticism. And they used that criticism, just criticism, wasn't just from war campaigners. It was from multiple people, because we'd seen her paintings before. And that turned into harassment because we criticized her? Because somebody criticized her? That's somehow harassment? It doesn't make any sense because I haven't seen anything that I would consider harassment. I have not seen anything
Well,
personally.
to be fair, Anna came on our show and she was perfectly willing to discuss the cover and the controversy around it, and she was fine with people having a negative opinion on the art.
Then there you go. Well, what's the issue then? That makes even less sense why there's even an issue. That's what I'm saying. It's a gaslighting bullshit. It's weird. Like it has nothing to do with anything. Like from what I understand, because I watched the when Ro came on and Pan with Anna and like all that stuff was squashed. So I don't really understand why it keeps getting brought up.
Well, I think because Cecil and Malin and Ethan were suggesting that a lot of their frustration with War Campaign was because of the targeting of Anna and the cover.
I think I think that's false. I think that's gaslighting. Because this goes deeper than that. You know? Because the doxing allegations, you got to remember, all that stuff started before the Anna cover. Like that shit getting thrown around started before that.
Yeah.
It's a nice smoke screen, you know, like the timing is convenient.
Is it a smoke screen, or is it just someone that is, just living their life who's suddenly been thrown into, the den, the Comicsgate den?
What are you talking about, Anna, or?
Yeah, because you have to remember that Anna lives her life. She's younger than us, and she lives her life online, like digitally. So
yeah,
it's not necessarily an immediate, this is about attention seeking or wanting clicks or whatever. It's just a natural thing if you're on Twitter all the time, or you're streaming all the time, to say,
no, those memes were not directed at Anna. They were directed at the people within Twitter that were using it as that. Like that's what they were directed at. They were calling that's what for me they meant. It's like, you guys keep bringing this up and we're not even talking about this. Like trying to make it out that we're attacking Anna, we're going after her, and we're not. Like none of these comments are about Anna. They're all about like the core of the issue, you know? But God, man, they want to change the subject. I mean, I wish the best for Anna. I have no ill will towards her. Like, I don't, what does she have to do with anything that I'm doing right now? I'm not into Fandom Menace. I was never really into Star Wars from the beginning. Like, I don't really care, man.
No. Well, maybe you could knock off the Anna's Ashes memes.
That time has passed.
Good.
It was in the moment. Memes are organic, man. It's all about what's happening in the internet, what's happening in that very moment. Like, you don't plan out a meme, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. I've been making memes for a long fucking time.
Perhaps at some stage in the future, it might be nice to tell Anna that you didn't mean any ill will, and perhaps apologize if she was caused ill will.
I'm not apologizing for anything. That's absolutely not going to happen.
Okay.
I didn't do anything wrong. Whatever, man. Like, my humor is not for everybody, Simple as that. Just like there's plenty of comedians out there. Like, I'm not saying I'm a comedian. I'm just saying there's plenty of artisans and comedians out there that have been like, well, you're too dark. You're too this. You're too that. Well, fuck that. No, I'm absolutely against that. That's ridiculous.
What do you think about the argument that the War Campaign memes should be focused on all these crazy SJWs that are ruining society at the moment?
You see, the thing is, we're in our own little Comicsgate bubble in a way. You know what I mean? If anybody, and we're focused on that. Like, at least me personally, I'm focused on that. So anything outside of that, it's like, unless they come in here and mess with us, man, like what just happened with, Piper and Ortega, is that his name? What's his name again? The guy that, because I'd never really heard of him before all this went down.
What are you
The
talking?
guy that they're trying to cancel from Wizard of the Coast. I forgot his name.
Oh, Huerta.
Huerta, yeah. Like I'd never even heard of him before all this. Like I'm being honest, because he doesn't promote his shit. Like he doesn't, I never really heard about him. Because he was doing his project before I came into Comicsgate. So when something like that happens, absolutely we go out. But the thing is if it's not relevant, I'm an internet memer, dude. Like it's got to be relevant to what I'm doing. Like whatever's happening in that moment is when I make a meme. Like that's how it works.
Right.
Like it's chaos, man. There's no like, how the internet is. It's always moving forward. It never stops.
And because your interest is Comicsgate, your memes center around Comicsgate.
Right. There's a few I've made that kind of go outside of that, but yeah.
Okay. I think it's important for people to understand that.
Yeah. It is. Like it's like
But you
it's like an
also
art like
that makes
what's that?
you also understand though that makes you like frustrated. Well, not a target, but just frustrating for creators.
I mean, hey, it is what it is, man.
It's
I mean,
like,
you can mute me. I'm not going to be offended. But if you block me, I'm going to make a picture of it. Because that goes against Comicsgate. That's the whole reason we're here. And now like I've been dropping hashtags on somebody and I don't know who this account is, but he's like promoting all these books, but he's trying to get a different hashtag trending. He's trying to kill the Comicsgate hashtag trend by putting in comics for everyone. I disagree with that statement. Comics aren't for everyone. Not everybody reads comics, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody reads books. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you a bad person.
who's Super Ant?
He's definitely he runs with us for sure. He's he comes and hangs out in the Discord and whatnot.
What's Unstoppable 88?
But then again, a lot of people I don't know. Might be a Star Wars reference. I have no clue. I know he's got a YouTube. He does videos and stuff, like some pretty badass war campaign videos and shit. Like he's got a YouTube and stuff. He's an awesome dude. And don't think that just because anybody can come in the Discord and talk to me or any one of these guys. We go in the voice chat. Yeah, we're not fucking just real dudes, man. And not everybody that's even in there is war campaign. A lot of artists show up in there, like just regular people, just, you know what I mean? Like creators alike, like, and what, so they should get a black mark because they hang out with us in the Discord? That's retarded. Anybody's welcome in the Discord. Just don't be an asshole.
Yep. Right.
Like that's it.
Unstoppable 88. I have no idea what that means.
I don't either. I should ask him.
Ask him what it means. He says comic ascendance through meritocracy, transparency, reciprocal respect and loyalty. Ben, what do I want actually, bud? Vestal Virgins, maybe. David Smith, who's in our chat at the moment, says, for other creators to stand up for what is right and support war campaign and point out bullshit being pulled. They also want to see who will promote Vestige 2 without being asked. Now, why do they want to see that?
I don't see why you wouldn't want to see that.
Who will promote your book without being asked?
Without being asked is a bit of a stretch, but I guess what he's trying to say, in my way I see it, is that he's trying to say that if you see something that looks cool, you shouldn't have to like wait for the guy to come talk to you. Just promote it. Like look into the dude. Is he a cool dude within the Comicsgate community and promote it? Like you don't need his permission to promote something. I think that's what he's trying to say.
What are you trying to say, David? Tell me in the chat.
There you go. But no, Deltasberg said something down there. He where's that? 88th on Bleeding Cool most influential list. Really? Oh wow, no shit. He made it on the Bleeding Cool's most influential
Oh,
people's
really?
list. He's 88th apparently.
Oh,
There you go. I didn't even know they had a list.
I didn't know who he was, and he's the 88th most powerful person in the world.
According to Bleeding Cool.
Hmm. People
Yeah.
still disagree in the chat about this Anna situation.
I mean, and that's what's going to happen. I know, like, because I want the conversation to be about this doxing allegation, but they keep wanting to bring up Anna, who actually did dox somebody recently.
Well, the person she doxed isn't really a human being.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. I mean, just because you don't agree with him or you think he's a cunt doesn't make him not a human being.
Well,
You know, and to do it on a live stream and then put it behind a paywall is that's pretty shitty. It is what it is.
Risey Lee, I'm not. We do like having Risey on our show, but it's more for the kind of it's Schadenfreude, you know. It's like here's someone who we're amazed that is able to feed himself and toilet himself, and yet he's managed to make it onto a live stream, drunk, showing us his toys.
Yeah.
It's like a miracle. Every time he comes on, it's a minor miracle that he's managed to get through the day without choking on a piece of corn.
Oh, that's terrible. I think he's a little bit more intelligent than that. Give the man some kind of credit here. But no, I mean, I've just recently met him and talked to him and stuff, and like I actually spoken to him, and I don't know. He's just got this fucking infinite bullshit detector, man. Like I don't know. I think it's an Aussie thing. I really do. And he has like a mutant form of it. You know, like a superpower. Like he just and that's why he gets so abrasive so quickly. It's like he fucking senses bullshit in people. And like a blessing and a curse kind of a thing. But that's just my opinion.
So Deacon Taurus says, I want a rusty axe and a little bit of ACV. What's ACV?
I don't know. You got the comment highlighted because I can't find it.
I'm looking at the Twitter at the moment.
Oh, the Twitter. Oh, my bad.
Deacon Taurus says, I want a rusty axe and a little bit of ACV.
I don't know what that means.
Does anyone know what ACV means? I swear people talk in riddles.
Yeah, I don't really understand that comment. But maybe that's the point.
So Pando Calrissian says less simping and more pimping.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a big brain picture of Ethan saying, "Hey, y'all."
Yep. There you go. So more hot dogs.
Explain this meme to me. What is this? I've seen this posted like several times over several days. What is it? Explain this to me. I don't get it.
Well, you got the galaxy brain right there. You know, you got a lot of thought going on. And there's a lot of interesting accounts that have been popping up and commenting on things that may or may not be controlled by one person. You know.
Right.
I like to call them sock puppets. Okay. I've made a number of memes about them.
And he's on the horse because of the picture of him on the horse.
Oh, right? I'd say he looks pretty noble right there. Look at that armor he's wearing. I mean, he's really up there in the class system, I would say.
And why is it saying, "Hey, y'all"?
Well, if you notice, it's a horse talking.
Yeah. Why is it saying, "Hey, y'all"?
I'm not really sure. Maybe it's a dad joke, you know, like y'all, like no, like he's like it's neighing, but it's saying hey y'all, like
a donkey,
like advertising form. Yeah, like a donkey. Yeah.
You know, it's pushing it. This meme, I don't think it's good enough to be put as many places as it is. That one needs to be retired.
It needs to be fixed. You're saying? You think it needs to be fixed?
I think it needs to be retired because I think it's too difficult to.
It's a thinking man's meme. It's deep.
Well,
there's a lot going on there.
I don't think there's as much going on there as we What do you think?
Mm.
It's a donkey joke.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I see it.
Satellite. I don't know who Satellite is. When did he join?
He's a pretty cool dude. I've seen him all over Twitter. He pops up on Discord too.
Retro Wave. What's that? Retro Wave.
Oh, that's a genre of music. I love retrowave. Retrowave is awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He wants Sketch to stick a cucumber in my clammy crevice.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a sentence.
So now, War Campaign 1. This is a
That's a sketch account.
Yeah, it's a
Dude,
sketch
that's an alt. Yeah, it's a sketch account. That's my guess.
for Live with Liam to fire Liam. Well, you know.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got two likes. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this account there below that. Sincerely, your nemesis. They went to stalk Anna. Oh, it's a Phantom Menace person, I bet.
Follows me. Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Says they want to stalk Anna, gatekeep, dogpile, harass people, force creators to speak up for them, fantasize that they actually matter, meddle in other people's business, folks to feel sorry for them, criticize but not be criticized, play the victim, and cry about being blocked. He doesn't like you very much.
Oh, he doesn't like me?
Oh, I'm guessing you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's his choice.
When these people are yelling at War Campaign, I assume it's just like you and Pan, basically.
Yeah. Well, you got all the other guys in there too. It's not just there's a lot of us in there.
You know? Oh, and Testify.
Yeah, Testify. You got Only Twins, another one that pops up a lot. Like, there's a bunch of people.
So, Despotellus.
Oh boy, this account right here. Yeah. Well, you could make a whole video on this account alone. Let's just say that.
Explain.
Well, this one started popping up with some you can actually go to its profile picture if you like. This is actually the virus from Ethan Van Sciver's run of Fantastic Four. Or not Fantastic Four, I'm sorry, Green Lantern. It's from his run on Green Lantern. It's a virus that he created in the storyline. Now, that's key to remember when you start going into this profile. I didn't even know that. Like, somebody else told me that. Like, that's how I found out the information. Then I looked it up, and yeah, sure as fuck, that's exactly what it is.
This isn't going to be another conspiracy that this is Ethan, is it?
I mean, I'm not telling you what to believe. You can look into it and figure it out for yourself. Anybody can.
I honestly don't think he has enough time.
Maybe, maybe not.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he says, control. There are a few nobodies who thought they had a free ride on the gravy train at EBS, but couldn't follow the train's code of conduct. The bums got tossed off, and now they're ass mad and butthurt about it. Many are just easily manipulated by the elevated members.
It's a very crazy insight, in my opinion.
Now, Todd Ace Crawford, Sigma Centurion.
Yeah, that's a dude. That's bad. That dude's badass.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Digital sculpting. Cool. All right. Hello, Todd Ace Crawford. You guys are well aware there's a video of EBS and War Campaign agreeing to part ways. You don't have to be this fucking pathetic and lie.
Oh right, this guy changed his name. They're mentioning it in the chat. What was it? It was Uncle E before Johnny Midnight.
Uncle E.
Hee ha, Skyver. Uncle Hee ha, hee hee.
What does haze mean?
To haze means like an initiation, like a college hazing, like
That's not how
or
you
you know.
spell that. That's Hayze.
Yeah, he spelled it wrong.
You
Or
spelled it
maybe
wrong.
he's saying haze or haze. I don't know.
CDK at GDD. CDK at GDD.
Or maybe haze. Oh, now I'm seeing maybe haze is slang for something else that I don't even know. So that's entirely possible.
And more likely you just spelled it wrong.
Uh
What is this?
oh. It's a ball pit, man. I'm trying to make some fun in it. It was terrible. I fixed it. You got him duking it out over there.
Who's duking what out?
You got Ethan fighting against. I can't really see it.
So like a communist flag or something?
Yeah. That's we got the dong sickles in there.
And who's the puppet master?
We got the that's the CEO of Dynamite. Yeah.
Not one of your best.
No. It's a fix it meme. It's not very good. That's the whole point. They're pretty terrible. You'll see a lot of that. The hashtag fixed it because yeah.
What does this mean? You have a family that loves you. Why do you this gay op shit?
Why do this gay up shit? Like I'm just saying, like, what, you have a family, man. Like, because I said earlier comments, like, you just should just enjoy the beach and stuff. Because the timing of this account, it's Ethan, man. In my opinion, I believe that it is Ethan. It's not a conspiracy because the timing and the way he talks and the things that he says in the comments. Because there's moments that he breaks character, and it's just really weird, man.
I don't know. I think it might just be more likely that it's a crazy person.
Okay. I mean,
all right, Jack Straw. He's still war campaign, is he?
Yeah, I would say
Jack
he's war
Straw
campaign.
is someone who sketch campaign hates.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything about it. This is lore before me.
Yeah.
To not be lied about, literally, that's all. Well, that and a good blowjob and a pint of ale.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well-read user 1.
You want some ass titty?
He wants some ass titty and a dildo.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Were you hacked? Well-read user 1? Because I've never seen you use this language. And then Dathlochta Orga. Did I say that right?
I believe so.
Says
Sounds
everybody
right.
non-war campaign to fuck off.
There you go. He doesn't want to associate with anybody that's on war campaign. I guess that's what he wants to do.
All right. So.
Oh, there we go. That's refreshing.
Let me have a look at the chat and see what the chat has to say. Uncle E, Dragon Slaying, Kiwi Farms.
Let's see. Raptor Jesus says, "Lol, sounds like EVS to me." Kissy faces. Let's see. World User 1 says, "You said worse things on Twitter."
I don't think that EVS is going to get in bed with Dynamite as much as people are saying. I think Dynamite's in a very poor position at the moment. Wiggle logged off again. Rich Cook says, if I write, I want as my editor. Now, why is that? How would I edit your books? Apparently, the Nurkish Discord has a mod also named Jack Straw, and Sketch thinks Jack Straw is Nurkish infiltrate. Okay. That's a very, very interesting look into the mind of sketch therapy there. Oz meme detective. Where did your one go? I don't know. That's what I mean. Twitter is such a weird thing. They just sort of like show things and then drop things. It's crazy. That's why I was annoyed that my computer crashed and I had to reboot because I had lined up all these tweets and everything beforehand. So it wouldn't be such a drag for you guys. But that's what happens. Because you're a grammar Nazi and I need that in my life with this stupidity I see through messaging. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, Johnny Rando says the Dynamite's courting MCG. Yeah, I mean it's you know, it looks like big money to them, these covers, that, you know, and it's not that big of money. So I think that the I mean, what are they distributing now anyway? They're probably making most of their money printing cards for other people or something. The ex-Nurkish Discord deliberately targets and fucks with Sketch though, so there's reason for him to be on edge with them. Hello.
Hey, Oz. How are you doing?
What brings you here?
I thought it's been a while since I've spoken with you, so thought I'd pop in, see if you wanted to talk.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to talk about?
Well, I used to want to come on and talk about the stuff going on with War Campaign, but I don't know. It seems like a wasted effort.
Why is that?
Well, personally, I don't want War Campaign to be fighting with Comicsgate, just like I never wanted Mike Miller fighting with Comicsgate. I kind of want everybody to get along and to be growing, but I don't know. There's a cognitive dissonance in War Campaign that it's like impossible to break through. So I don't know if there's any hope for that.
In what way? Like what do you mean with regard to that?
There's no effort to try to acknowledge any wrongdoing or even any things consisting of reality that you put in front of them and say, look, it's like when the dog makes a mess on the floor and you put its nose in it and you're like, look, you did that. And you just have to hold the dog's nose there until it realizes that, oh, this is something I did and it's bad. I shouldn't do this again. There just doesn't seem to be any way to get through to them. And even with the higher ups like Pan and Rowe, they're really, I don't know, to me, they're just completely in denial. So yeah, it seems to be a bit of a lost cause. And I think that they have a lot of support, like they have an audience. People think they're funny, but some of the more vocal people, there just really doesn't seem to be any getting through to them. Well, so Wiggle, like you had him on, he thought things were fine between Anna and War Campaign after that episode, but clearly she was asking Roe to apologize for what he said about her sister, and he refused. He tried to like weasel his way out of it and say, I offer you my condolences and all this, crap, but that wasn't what she was asking about. And to like spin that to be like, oh, they're fine is really crazy. Yeah.
And was that your wife?
No, that was my son.
Oh,
So,
okay.
They're cleaning up.
So
I
what?
don't know. Dad is goofing off on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your opinion on the animemes?
Yeah, really poor taste. Like that's I don't know how you come back from that, right? And I don't know what inflamed it, because I never saw the memes go to that extent before, but they felt like they need to I don't know, respond in some way, like they've lost face, and this is their way of saving face to just take it up a notch. There's a bit of like a internet testosterone aspect to all of this. Who's the biggest badass online? So, and I always tell Pan, because he's really notorious for this, that all of that doesn't mean a whole lot. But I don't know, it just doesn't get through to them. I don't know. Like, what are you supposed to do, right? Like, we want to grow Comicsgate, and we want every brand of entertainment here. We want their spicy memes and all of their jokes and things like that, but they just don't want to seem to maintain any boundaries. They think that they're Chaz, frankly. They're some like anarchist little state that just doesn't have to respect anything. And I think that was why Malin like went apeshit on Rob Casey. Is like there was no respect from Rob Casey, and that was the biggest thing Malin was asking for. And there's just no respect. They think that their memes are some artistic thing when they're not really. They're trash. I mean, they're junk food, right? Like, you look at them, you have a little giggle, and you throw them away. You're not, you're not kind of changing the world or people's minds with those memes. They're not so artistic.
What do you think about? What do you think about what Wiggle Wiggle was saying before about how he is only interested in Comicsgate, so therefore the memes are only going to be about Comicsgate?
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, honestly. Like I said, he posted gay memes and gay porn in my timeline. So Wiggle Wiggle, he's desperate for attention. Like I was fighting with him almost all day yesterday, and he kept commenting on everything, wanting me to respond to something. And then he started posting all these weird Dante's Inferno type pictures. I have no idea where he was going with that stuff. It just seemed really lame to me.
Is that the gay porn you're talking about?
No, the gay porn is there were two fat dudes fucking, and he posted
it was censored.
Ethan's. Yeah, so he posted Cecil and Ethan's heads onto them. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
I did not make that meme, sir. I even
I said you
tagged
Ray.
Yeah, I did post it.
Yeah,
you just said
okay.
I put their heads on it.
Language.
I did not put their heads on that. I did not make that meme.
I don't care. You put it in my timeline. What does that have to do with anything? Denial. Seriously, like
I didn't deny anything. I didn't deny anything.
You're saying you didn't make it, and I'm talking about you posted.
I didn't make it. I did post
conversations.
It. Well, you once you said that, I had to correct you. I did not make that meme.
I didn't say
Ray Cornball made that meme.
You posted it.
Exactly. I did post it.
Timeline. What is wrong with these guys? Seriously, like they're just all completely demented.
Well, Red User, didn't you say I was going to jail?
Yeah, well, I was advised to just block you. I was advised to just
Sketch told you that.
Yeah,
Sketch told you that.
That's exactly what would happen. But I have all the screenshots of you physically.
You can do it. It's called free speech, my guy.
Yeah, it's called physical threats online, and people go to jail for it.
It's just like saying debate me. It doesn't. I could say that. I don't even know where you live, you idiot.
Yeah, you were inviting me to your state. That's what you were asking about.
Come to my state? That's not a threat, you fucking moron.
No, you were physically threatening, and you're saying, come to my state.
God, you're such a bitch, dude. That's why people hate you, bro. Why don't you go spend time with your family and help your wife bring in groceries? Like, fuck.
You're in high school, aren't you? You're in high school.
You're a little bitch.
I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate no one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to disagree with you heavily, though.
I don't know why you wanted to bring these two idiots in here. I'm not interested in having some like shouting match.
Yeah, because you can't. He
I'm not
listened
having
to
a shouting
Sketch. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to block people. I'm going to listen to Sketch." It's like, yeah, take your advice from Sketch. That says a lot. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, I don't recommend doing that.
I'm not going to have this conversation. If you want to talk to me, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
you got to go help your wife bring in the groceries. All right, goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well,
no, he got his
unfortunate.
fifis hurt.
I mean, I kind of want to hear what he wanted to say because I was going to tell him why I posted that stuff, and you know, whatever.
He doesn't care, dude. He literally doesn't care. He just wants
Apparently.
Mike S. Miller back into fucking Comicsgate. He's always in Mike S. Miller's streams. You know, like he thinks now that War Campaign's gone, Mike is going to come back, and everything's going to be, you know, the evangelicals are going to be back in Comicsgate because he's an evangelical, so he's a right religious person.
Oh, so
he
he's
got
offended
sad.
by my comments and memes then, like on a spiritual
Right.
level. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean,
like anything.
well-
yeah. Remember, he doesn't like things that upset his kids. He goes, "Oh, I wouldn't show my kids that." Well, it's like you're an adult. Why would you show like? Comicsgate is not necessarily kids. What's up?
I'd like to see him comment that in the chat if that's where he's at. I'm just curious, you know, is that where he's at? You know, like very
said that
religious kind of. Okay.
Yeah. He said that on other streams when he was trying to debate like Testify and Pan. Pan went off on him, and same
he
thing
says
with
he's not an evangelical. That's what he said. He said he's not.
Yeah, well then maybe Liam should go fucking delete that stream then. It's like, see, he could still be in the chat, but he's like, I'm not having this debate. It's like he's holier than thou. It's like, get out of here, bro. Isn't that also what Mr. Biggins? His original beef was with Mr. Biggins. So that's the whole thing. Mr. Biggins called him out on being an evangelical. Go check out that on Live with Liam with Mr. Biggins. It's like, it's right there. There's all your proof. yeah, man. Well, then if I'm an idiot, why did you leave? If I'm such an idiot, you could have stayed on and proved me an idiot, but you didn't because you can't. So, nice try. Oh, man. So funny. Yeah, well, that sucks for you, man. Like, you know, he can't talk because his family's there. Like, that's your problem, bro. It's just funny. He was saying, "Oh, you're going to jail. I got your screenshots." The same thing he was saying there. Nothing's gonna come of that, bro. I can talk shit on the internet all fucking day, and I suggest if you're on the internet, get used to that shit. And then he's like, "Oh, he's stalking me on Twitter." I don't have a fucking Twitter. So this guy's just fucking psycho, and he listens to Sketch. That's it. You don't need to know anything else.
Yeah, I've never seen you on Twitter, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on Twitter. So it just shows like how demented he is. Yeah, he's just
so I
demented.
can't read the comments. I keep getting kicked every time I try to read the comments, just so you know. So sorry
I
about
would.
that.
I hate to intrude on your show, guys, but I would just like to say thank you, War Red User, for supporting this channel.
There you go.
Now
He supports anything that War Campaign is on. Anything that War Campaign's on, he supports.
Well, I'm very glad for his generous support. Now we have another guest here. It's Mike. Mike, how's your throat today?
It's very good, Mr. Oz. How are you, gentlemen, this morning?
Hello, Michael.
I've been working on the railroad.
Have you tried any sarsaparilla since we last talked?
I have not been able to find any sarsaparilla. I was wondering if it's like that stuff from the Australian song. What is that called? Marmite? Vegemite.
Vegemite. No.
Is it like Vegemite?
No. Sarsaparilla, it's a bit like, I guess, Dr. Pepper. That kind of thing.
Oh, no. I don't believe we have that in America.
You can find it, I think, at Whole Foods. You got to go to like specialty stores and stuff. They'll have it.
I will go and find it just for you, Oz. You are such a pleasant gentleman. I'm not Preston Poulter, unfortunately.
No. So,
unfortunately,
what have you been doing this week?
I've been mostly laying low. I participated in a drawing show drawn and quartered fan edition. And I did that to support anti-bullying. And I won. So I will be making an appearance on Mike Miller's drawn and quartered professional edition.
Is this true?
That's true.
boy.
I drew the cover to Trivium's second album, their sophomore effort, Ascendancy. It is a wonderful piece of metal music.
Where can I see this? Where can I see this picture? Mike?
Yeah.
It was on the fan edition. I will try to DM it to you. I'm still working on getting my Twitter set up since everyone seems to have something to say about me.
Right. Well, my DMs are always open.
Is they?
That goes for anyone in the chat. My DMs are open. There's no filtering or blocking on this show or in my tweets.
I'm glad you're doing this show and not Liam.
Why do you say that?
Because I think Liam would not be as interested in having me back on as you would be. I feel that
Why?
you are more. I don't know. I feel as if my appearance led to a lot of speculation.
It's a bit narcissistic of you. What kind of speculation?
Well, I saw that Ethan Van Sciver invited that Mecca gentleman onto his show asking if I was him. And then we had the thing with Seven and that whole dust up.
What was that? Sorry, what was the dust up with Seven? What are you talking about?
Well, he released some. Well, I guess you just have to look at his Twitter timeline.
Whose?
Seven. He was changed his name to Mike Oxmall, and he released a video.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
claiming
That's
to be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're going to be Mike Oxmall too on Twitter?
I don't know. It is my real name, and I know a lot of people have said that my cock is small is a joke, but it's something I've lived with for a while. I might go by Michael Oxmall.
You just didn't get my joke there, mate.
Oh, what was it? I missed it.
My cock's small too.
Oh, well, there's lengthening procedures you could look at together, perhaps. We could do a stream on it.
I hear girth is where it's at.
That's true. My boyfriend has said that I'm more of the chode variety.
There you go.
Michael Chodmal, perhaps.
Michael Chode.
I didn't kick you, Yoko. You kicked yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it all the whole stream. I keep kicking myself. I don't know.
I've
Something's
seen
up with
your memes
StreamYards.
wiggle. They are pretty good.
You like my memes? Thank you.
Once in a while,
And,
they're pretty good.
I think it was Johnny Rando. Every time I go in the comments to try to read them, I get kicked. But I did see Johnny Rando like my new avatar. Thanks. Yeah, it was a fan that anonymous fan sent it to me. I guess I have fans. But hey, Mike, thank you for enjoying my memes.
My cock small too is a fan of your memes. Wiggle wiggle. What does that say about the quality of your memes?
They're good enough for him. That's good enough for me.
Right. Okay.
You know, that's it. They're just memes, man. I mean, they're not great pieces of art. They're just,
They're quite tasteful.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So what name did you do that drawing under? Under Mike, or did you have a pen name?
No, I went by Mike Oxmall. I did 2 shows with them, and I tried doing a Franklin Frazetta drawing the next show, and it was awful.
Right.
It turned out more like a Funko Pop than a Frank Frazetta.
Now,
I want to see this picture.
It's awful.
Is there okay? So
Funko Frazetta.
If I wanted to have a look, would I look under Mike S. Miller's?
No, it was on Chester Bubsby's channel. And it was the episode of Metal Edition, they called it.
Right. I'm going to share my screen as we have a look.
Oh, wonderful. You guys are gentlemen.
Oh, fantastic.
What happened to Liam?
Liam,
Is he alive?
he's alive.
I was afraid he drank himself into a coma.
Man.
So what
Damn.
should I be searching for, Mike?
Chester Bubsby.
Chester.
Oh, you might search YouTube better.
I want to search YouTube.
Yeah.
Chester
YouTube.
Bub?
Chester Bub. CB. It's at Hyperion's 1.
Hyperion's 1, you say?
Yes.
There is no Hyperion's 1, my friend.
Try it with a Z.
A Z?
Yes, the last letter of the alphabet.
Chester
Whoa.
C. Busby the Third.
That's
that-
him.
Okay.
That's him?
So he's being followed by the Von and Cecil and a couple of other people.
He's quite the gentleman.
Drawn and quartered fan edition.
I think they call it Ultimate Edition to tease Mike Miller lately.
We're going down the Mike Miller rabbit hole, huh?
Yes, it seems that is the case. It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yes, it should
Frazetta?
be.
The Frazetta one?
No, not that one. That one's ugly.
Oh, I don't want to show you an ugly one.
No. Well, the metal one was pretty ugly too, but
Metal Militia?
that's it. That is it. Just go to the last couple minutes or so.
There we go.
Let's stop this. So tell me more about your art, Mike.
I only started drawing several months ago, and I do it just for the solace of it, just to support my boyfriend, who also draws but better.
What's your boyfriend's name?
That would be Larry.
Larry.
He's a
Strong
firefighter.
name.
Larry
Oh.
the firefighter.
Yes.
Wow. That doesn't
So
surprise me.
you're Mike, the railway worker, and he is. You know what? I'm going to guess which one is your drawing
Which one is it?
without even looking.
I'm curious to see what you find.
All right, let me just escape out of this, and then I will bring up screen share, Chrome tab, just to see Buddy Hyperion's share, and then it disappeared. You motherfucker!
Oh no.
Oh no.
We'll find it again. Don't worry.
We will.
All right.
There we
Come
go.
on. This one. Is this yours?
That's mine.
How did I know that that was your drawing?
I don't know.
Mm.
It was supposed to be very metal.
Do you know that I'm somewhat of a psychologist?
I did not know that. What can you psychoanalyze from this?
From your disturbed personality, I
Yes.
knew as soon as I saw this drawing that it was yours.
Go on.
That's it. That's all the interest I have in that.
Oh,
Sorry, did you want a critique on your artwork? Was that what you wanted?
No, I just mentioned it,
Okay.
but I'm going on the Pro Edition with that drawing.
Oh
Right.
boy.
Did you say you've won this?
I
this,
won with that.
You won with this.
Yes.
And who votes on these things?
About 20 people watching.
Let me
Okay.
let's see the other ones. I'm kind of curious. Like, who'd you
Yeah.
beat?
I don't know. I think they had some good drawings that episode. I don't know why mine won, honestly.
Oh, here we go. What's this? Oh boy. Oh wow. Look at that.
What does that say? Bat boobs area. What?
Sin?
Area 6?
I don't know.
Maybe? Or, I don't know.
It looks like a kiwi.
It does look like a kiwi.
It's
That should have won over mine.
It's like the hill or something. Wait. What's this one? This looks like Kelly Jones.
That should have won over me as well. Also, another kiwi.
It's a cool looking wolf, I guess. I mean, a lot of kiwis though. What's up with the kiwis?
I
Why
think the kiwi is the mascot of the show. From Booster
Oh.
Kiwi, who is a
Okay.
co-host.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I brought this up because you asked me what I've been doing lately. So I went and
Right.
drove.
Oh wow! Look at this. Is this fan art or?
I
is this
think that's
something
the
else?
HAL Comics Alan Alonso.
Oh
I can
my!
hear your I can hear your Disney again, dude. It's right at the end.
Damn it!
Where go? How are you today?
Yep, so this was the winner chicken dinner. Well, you know, what can
Like
you
you
say?
said, disturbed mind.
Oh,
Hmm.
Anyway,
is that
you asked me what I was
ink or is that ink? What'd you use to do that?
That was iPad
Oh, okay.
with Procreate. I like drawing
Feces.
traditional better.
Feces on paper.
Mm.
Mixed with a little bit of coronavirus.
Feces and blood on paper. Smeared with your fingers.
Wow, this is it's taking a new direction now.
You don't
this
think
the
that
new
that's
direction?
what that was? Look, I'll show you again.
It's
That's exactly what that is.
yeah, it's yeah,
I'm not very good at drawing, let's be honest.
little
Yes.
Picasso going on in the face or something. I don't know. It's something.
It's
Hmm.
something.
I mean, hey man, whatever makes you if it's therapeutic for you, you know. I mean, that's all that matters. You're gonna get better.
That's true.
Now,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yes,
you're
yes.
you're not Preston Poulter, are you?
No, I am not Preston
No, you're not.
Poulter.
All right. So in that case, let's talk about Preston.
Yes.
Oh,
You're free to discuss it. Now, I wanted to have his wife on our show.
Yes. I don't think you guys ended up doing that, did you?
Not yet. What do you
is
think
that
about?
still in the works?
Yeah, still possibly in the works. What are your thoughts on that?
I think everyone's bored of talking about Preston at this point. The
I've
immolation
hardly
of
mentioned
war
him.
campaign.
I've hardly mentioned him at all, actually.
He is a rather boring gentleman, I'd say.
Right.
I'd have to agree with that. He is pretty boring. If you like watch his streams, I tried to watch him when all this stuff broke free because I'd never heard about it. I never heard of him really,
Yes.
and
He,
it's a drudge. He's really boring, man.
Yeah, he does this writer stream, and I tried watching that to understand the person that had so much attention, and I got bored very quickly. That being said, I think bigger things have happened since then, such as the war campaign, self-immolation campaign. It seems to be on fire.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Oh, with the break from their Caesar, and the WC tags are dropping like flies.
I haven't.
Dropping how?
I think people are abandoning the hashtag, such as Andrew Huerta. He drew the CG Jumpstart cover, but he is not war campaigned anymore.
He never was.
From what I have seen, I find it hard to separate the cover artist for war campaign's product.
Well, that's strange. He's just a freelance guy. He did the work, and they paid him, and there you go.
I think he's war campaign.
Okay, a secret war campaign?
No, openly.
Oh, I've not heard that before.
That's just my feelings on it. I see Andrew Huerta. He drew the war campaign logo. He drew the cover. Sounds like war campaign to me.
That's right. That's what he did. He drew the cover on CG Jumpstart. I'm retarded.
CG Jump Ship.
Oh no.
Little roast from Mike Oxmall.
Well, it's still coming out. It's not canceled.
No, but I think the war campaign has been in dire straits recently.
I disagree.
It seems they've been in better places, perhaps.
And where do you stand on that, Mike? You're happy to see that, are you?
I think it's what was bound to happen eventually.
Why is that?
The calling Ethan Caesar, they ended up backstabbing him somehow.
See, I was never really in that camp. I just called him EVS.
I thought
that was before my time.
Campaign were inseparable.
I never met him in Discord, so I don't know. I mean, he did a lot for Comicsgate, so I can understand why people are so passionate about it.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Because he did. He did do a lot for Comicsgate, so I mean, I can understand the admiration.
Are you saying EVS is not Comicsgate anymore?
I'm saying that he doesn't abide by the core principles of Comicsgate, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
So you're more with Panboy's side. We're calling him Ethan Van Wade at this point.
I would agree with that.
I think I would too, actually.
I mean, based on behavior and his own comments and everything else like that, like actions speak louder than words. Somebody can say anything, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean they're actually going to act on it. But when you start acting upon it and your behavior exhibits it, then that's when you may or may not get a spicy meme.
See, let me ask you this. Do you think War Campaign is in a better or worse spot than before the split with EVS?
I think we're in a better spot, honestly. Personally, I mean, coming in new.
How would we measure that?
It's in its purest forms. Like, it's back to the core. What is Comicsgate? Why did Comicsgate start from the beginning? Why are we all here in the first place?
That's a good way to frame the issue, I suppose.
Got to try to look at it the positive as much as you can.
I guess for me, it's concerning seeing Vestige 2. It's not doing as good as Vestige 1 by the available metrics at this point, I suppose.
It seems to be doing pretty good to me. I didn't really notice I have to go back and look at the numbers for the first one to compare them, but I don't know. It's over what? It's over. Did it hit 30K yet? I know it got over, I think, 300 backers at this point.
23,000, I believe.
Is it 23,000 right now?
I will look it up right now.
That's pretty damn good, man. Been what, a week and a half now? Almost 2 weeks since it launched.
Let me see.
That's pretty fucking good.
I don't think it's comparable to the first one, however, which was something of a barn burner. We're at 24,366 with 19 days left and 311 backers.
Oh, it passed 300. There you go.
I don't know if we could look at the original book's metrics, but for now it looks significantly smaller. But
Oh, you know, and you got to
credit
think
of-
too is once it gets in demand and starts shipping and people read it, people are going to want it. You know, because once the videos start popping up on Twitter and YouTube showing like what it is and people reviewing it, people are going to want it. So, 'cause did you read the first one?
I did. I thought it was a good first effort for a first-time writer, but it had many problems. There was not enough heroics for one, and they ended up writing the story of the antagonist before the protagonist.
It's a different way of telling a story. I found it rather interesting personally
Well,
because it makes you a bit of a detective. You got to like think like, who is this? Like, is this person, you know, the antagonist or the protagonist? You know, it's kind of interesting way to do it.
may I offer some spoilers?
I don't know. There's probably some people that haven't read that because part of the
There's people
Yeah,
that
because-
haven't read it.
because the first and second book is part of a tier.
Mike, tell me something.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about Preston Porter's finances?
I understand he's something of a trust fund baby,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
but
Right.
that's all I know.
And what about this legal action that he keeps pretending is happening with Ethan Van Sciver?
Oh, I haven't followed that. Did he threaten such a thing?
He keeps claiming that the police are going to rock up on Ethan's door.
If,
Oh,
if
I
that
didn't know
happened,
about all this.
even if that did happen, unless Ethan talked about it, I don't know how Preston would gain that information.
Right.
So it's kind of silly to just be threatening that, I think. I am not an idiot.
How do you know he's talking about you?
Yeah.
I was defending. I don't like how they.
I was waiting for somebody to say something.
All right, Mike. So when are we going to see you on Mike S. Miller's stream?
Hopefully soon. I'm going to ask them as soon as my Twitter account is up.
Right.
But I think War Campaign is completely done, and Vestige 2 is a bigger fumble, a bigger mess than Brand 2 at this point. A bigger disappointment.
I have to disagree with you, but I hope you have a
Well,
wonderful day.
We'll have the objective, verifiable results to compare at a later date, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for coming on, Mike, and I do hope that you can find some sarsaparilla in maybe your Whole Foods section, and you can get that voice up and sounding like a normal human's voice.
It would
And,
be good to do that, I think.
Yeah,
and
it
thank
would
you
be
for
good.
having me, Ozart.
You're welcome.
Hail.
Don't hail him.
I'll do what I want. I mean, whatever. He seemed like a special kind of guy. I'm just being nice, you know.
A special kind of guy. I think
Yeah.
he agrees with you quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
I think that these are the kind of people that you're appealing to.
Well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. As long as he's buying a comic book, I really don't, you know, it's just another customer to me. If he wants honesty and stuff, then I don't know why he's going on Mike S. Miller's thing, but hey, whatever. That's his, maybe he likes the art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Right. You know who it is, don't you?
I have an idea who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
For those in the chat that are wondering, yes, Preston Porter's wife may still be appearing on the show. having a little bit of a speed bump in the situation, but she's very interested in coming on.
That'd be
Let's
fantastic.
just say that, let's just say that it's not easy being a degenerate ex-partner of another degenerate.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what world these people revolve in, but it's degeneracy all over. It's just like, I said to her, like, hey, we don't want to talk about Preston. I was like, why don't you just come on the show and talk about you, and we can see how much of a degenerate you are. Because
Right. I'm sure her life
You
has
know
been
what I
just
mean?
so
It's like-
peachy.
her story is probably an
Oh.
awful lot more interesting.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is.
And, we get to find out all sorts of things. We get to find out whether she stayed in touch with Leroy.
Mm.
We'll get to find out exactly who Leroy is, I'm hoping. And from that, I'm hoping that if Leroy is still alive, hasn't died of AIDS, I'm hoping that he'll come on the show and we'll discuss his career in film and how he has influenced American cinema.
It's beautiful. I would love to know his IMDb,
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap out this stream. Thank you very much for hanging around. I do apologize for the terrible beginning where all systems crashed and all I could do was type in the chat. But I hope that you have enjoyed tonight's stream. I will be back again tomorrow night, and it may be with Liam. It may not be. But either way, I've got a really cool thing to show you guys tomorrow night, which I was going to show you tonight before my system crashed. All right.
Hail, thanks for having me on. Hail the chat. Hail Comicsgate. Hail War Campaign. All that shit. But thanks for having me on. Really.
No worries. We will go and enjoy your daughter. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec.
Oh.
Who's this clown?
Testy Poo? Testy Poo? Who?
Good morning.
Oh, it's
Good
you.
morning.
Can I help you?
No, I was just ending my show. What do you want?
Well, I just heard you guys saying some really stupid shit, and I just woke up.
Okay, what were we saying that was stupid?
Let's see. Oh, well, Vestige 2 is not applying, hitting numbers like Vestige 1. Well, no shit, it hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Who were you mimicking? That doesn't sound like me.
No, I'm that idiot Mike.
Yeah, Max, the Max guy. Yeah.
Which one?
Oh.
Mike.
Mike? Yeah, Mike, the small penis guy. Yeah.
Mike Cox Small 2. That's what his name is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Cox Small too. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the numbers that Vestige 1 hit. You mind if I give you some spoilers? What the fuck are you doing, Oz?
What?
Having
What am
that
I doing?
dumbass on here.
Oh, I can't control who comes on.
Yeah, you can.
No, I
Oh,
put it in
there
the
he is.
chat.
Mike Oxmall. Oh, yeah. You're a fucking idiot. Oh. No shit,
Well-
it hasn't hit the numbers.
He says it didn't hit first day numbers.
First day, it's the second book, and it has had no promotion but on the War Campaign D Live show and us on Twitter. Why would it have that number right now? Think about it. Answer that question for me, Oz.
Well, I don't know.
No, answer that question.
Which one is it?
Very simple. If you don't have the same promotion that you had the last time, why would it be hitting the numbers it hit on the first one? Oh,
I'm trying
it was
to
a
think.
dramatic
I'm
loss.
trying to think of an answer that would appease you. Other
No,
than
you don't have
I
to
don't
appease
know.
me. Answer my question. It's a very simple question. So
I
if you
guess
don't
the-
have
I
the
guess the
same,
question-
if you don't have
I
the
guess-
same advertising, and the book is only 10 days out so far, and it's at $24,000 with just word of mouth, and on resting on that they got the Vestige book before, and it's in people's hands. You know, it's not a bad number. Is it lower? Yeah. Will it go up? Probably. It's gone up consistently every day. Unlike some other projects I see out there.
You're not talking about mine, are you?
No,
Okay.
I don't even know what your project is.
Oh, well, we have the Orange Koala initiative that helps support our channel.
You have the orange koala that supports your channel. What are you talking about?
If you go on Indiegogo and you look at, if you type in koala, you'll see our orange koala pins and
Oh,
free
more stupid tchotchke shit. Okay, yeah, okay.
Glorious.
Okay. I hope you do good with it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thank
Am I
you.
going to railroad you? No. It's not my money.
Railroad me doing what?
Oh, well, it's not hitting the numbers. It should. Xenotype. Yeah, Liam, it's with Liam, and it's what's it at? Over 50,000 right now. Uh, oh, you're gonna show Graveyard Shift too, and Bitch Boy too. Oh, yeah. Come on, Oz, you're smarter than this.
I think you're giving me a lot more credit than I'm due.
I might be.
There's two assumptions that
Oz,
you're making, Testy.
Oz, I got a question. Do I sound like Tug?
Hey there. Today we're talking about a story about a man with
not
D
you.
to the E to the D to the O.
Not you, me. Do I sound like Tug? I don't think I do.
No, not really.
Yeah, well,
No.
your Mike Oxmall guy that knows numbers thinks I sound like Tug. What a fucking idiot.
You're not very happy with Mike, are you?
No, I wake up and I hear a guy railroading somebody that's not one of the creators of Vestige 2 and trying to make him look stupid almost, it seems like. And I'm going, no, you cannot compare one to the other. It's a different project now.
Right.
Yeah, it is a different.
And here's
project.
the thing.
Different promotion.
Go look at, why don't you, if you want to, go pull up the metrics of when Vestige 1, the original campaign ended, and the after sales. Because they got the book in their hands. How many more units and how much more money did they make? I don't have the number in front of me, but I know it was a significant amount was made after the campaign had ended and started fulfilling.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you can't compare one project to the next. I wouldn't do that with Shityard Shift 2. I wouldn't do it with fucking dumb fuck Mike Miller's Gay Star book. And then the one where he's going to get sued also next, the MAGA, whatever it is, that's coming. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to get sued.
Who?
Smeller.
Who's getting sued?
Smeller's going to get sued.
That cover is hilarious. Check
Why
out that
is Miller
cover.
getting sued?
Go look at it.
All right, I'm gonna.
No, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it now. I'm just saying, go look at it, then you'll know the answer probably.
Fucking. Nah, we're gonna have a look now.
I don't know. I think I don't even know where it's at.
You don't know where it's at.
I saw it on Twitter yesterday.
Testy.
Stupendous retweeted it.
Oh, Stupendous is a bad man.
Stupendous.
Yeah, my name's Mike. Gay star.
Gayster.
Gay star. Oh. Oh.
So
Andrew HUERTA could be war campaign, you dumb fuck, if he wants to. He doesn't have to be.
No, he can. Whatever. Oh, you found it really quick, dude.
I haven't found it just yet.
No. Okay.
I think it's on. I don't know if it's on Indiegogo or if it's on Kickstarter.
Let me have a look.
I have no clue. It's probably on Kickstarter because the idiot still thinks that the dirt worm knows the way. Ah, yeah.
Well, you guys follow each other. What
don't
is
follow
the handle
anybody.
you're looking for?
Type in magnificent. I think it's called Was it somebody just typed it in the chat? It's like Magnificent 7. The Fuzz typed it there.
Oh, has he actually released this? Like the campaign?
All I know is I saw the cover. They put it out on Twitter yesterday, and it is the stupidest looking fucking thing I ever saw. And it's
Oh, that's
also
bad.
it is literally stolen IPs just recolored in different ways.
That's bad.
He's not on Twitter anymore.
Oh shit, that's right.
Just type Magnificent 7 in.
Whoops, 37.
I don't know how it worked. I typed it into the private chat. That's how it's spelt and typed.
And
You got to put a space between the 7 and the T.
Everyone's yelling at me in the chat.
Oh no, nobody's yelling at you.
Magnificent 7.
Magnificent 7. Oh, can I answer? Mike Oxmall. What do I think about stealing Solo? They tried.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stealing Solo. It tried. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the comic book.
No, I'm just answering your chat's questions. I think you need to look on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, buddy. And I do it without the screen open.
Don't tell me what to do.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is. Black
Why don't you
coat.
click it? Oh, look at that. Is that
There we go.
Superman? Oh, wait, no, that guy's got an A apparently on his chest. There can't be any comparison to Superman.
Got a Sabretooth down there.
Yeah, wait till Trump also sees it. Yeah, he's going to not want any of the money since he's using MAGA in it and his likeness. Yeah.
Who's the Ethan Van Sciver character over here?
I don't know. I didn't even. Oh God, it does. It does look like him. Actually.
It does.
That's a yes, man.
He looks
It
like
really
a gay
is.
pimp.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that until you pointed that out. Holy shit. Zoom in on that. That's fascinating.
Go zoom in.
Yeah.
Guess it, yeah.
Fucking good zoom in. Right zoom in.
Oh.
See,
well.
there. I just contributed something to your fucking stupid show, Oz. There you go.
Look at
It's
that.
gone nuts.
Actually, your show's not stupid. I'm just giving you crap. But yeah, I'm trying to show you the intelligence level of Mr.
Depends
Mike Oxmall.
Depends who
Ugh.
my guests are. That varies the stupidity. So it looks like Ethan here dressed in purple with a fedora, purple fedora. It looks like he's got some kind of lightning circular firecracker power.
Uh-huh.
And it looks like is that this is Dean Cain,
Yeah.
right? And he's
another prominent Republican.
Right.
Yeah.
And this chick is obviously some other politician.
That looks like Hillary Clinton.
No. These are all MAGA people.
No,
It does look like Hillary Clinton.
I can't see it. It's too small for me. But
Yeah. I reckon these are all people, man. These are all people for sure. Hang on, let me look.
Oz, do you think this is going to be a successful project? And if it does see the time of day, do you not think that maybe some people will be upset because they've stolen their IPs? Maybe. Hypothetical.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. That has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd think that. Oh, I'm
So
anti.
you
I'm
think-
anti CG, I guess now too, in Mike Oxmall's mind.
Hmm.
Laura Ingram.
You know what? I will agree with you. I think that's a good comparison. I'm a Republican. I like Fox News. I think she's a cunt.
Right.
Yeah, I
that-
said it. I don't
is that-
care.
Because she's a woman or what?
No, not at all. Because she's a woman. She's a cunt.
No.
What are some women that you like in politics or in the media?
I don't know. I'd have to actually think about that. I like Janine Pirro. She cuts her bullshit like I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to think about that, Oz. I don't know.
Hmm.
I am anti-woman.
Maybe-
I'm definitely
you should
anti-woman
look at
guy.
maybe you should look at your misogyny.
My misogyny. You want me to check it real quick?
You should check. You should check your privilege, and you should analyze your misogyny.
Oz, I'm going to get you to kneel to me, okay?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm part of ILM. Kneel to me.
Hmm.
You know what ILM is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Did you say BLM or ILM?
ILM.
Industrial Light and Magic?
No. But it does stand for that. You're right. ILM.
Look at that.
But do you know what
Gotcha.
ILM is?
No, I can't think. Give me a hint on the first word.
Inbred.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, that didn't help me at all.
Oh no.
Inbred lives matter.
Yeah.
They have feelings too. They're
They
committing
sure
a
do.
crime, but it's gotta love inbred people.
What are you talking about? Who's
Exactly,
inbred?
Oz. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, Testy. You should come
Yeah.
on.
No, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't.
You should come on tomorrow night's show, and I
No.
want to go through some of the tweets that you've been tweeting in depth.
Ooh.
Why don't we go through at least one right now?
No,
No,
because
like
I want to do I want to give you proper time, like I've given Wiggle Wiggle tonight. We went through Wiggle Wiggle's some of his tweet history,
Uh-huh.
and I asked him about it. I asked him about where he was coming from and why he was saying the things that he was saying.
What did he say? What was his answer?
Well, we went through a very long, deep communication about it, so you can maybe watch this show back.
Why would I want to watch this back? You got Wiggle Wiggle on with a guy named Mike Osmall. Why would I want to
Is
watch
that-
this stupid shit back?
All right. Well, tomorrow night I'll give you a brief rundown then.
Tomorrow
Okay.
night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. What's a good time for you? I know you're just waking up now. Even
I
though
don't
what
know.
time is it there, like?
I actually just got up because my power went out last night. It's weird. I think Mike Oxmall might have had something to do with it.
Right. Okay.
I could see that.
Dad, see, this is your problem, man. What do you have to do today?
You talking to me?
Yes, you. Who else am I talking to? Wiggle Wiggle's boring.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I have to do? I have a life, and it's like
You do?
the middle of the night here.
Well, if you have a life, why'd you have Mike Oxmall on your show?
I have an open door policy, so that requires me to.
I have a below average intellect. Oh, God.
Did you like his art? Did you see his art?
No. Who's Mike
Jeez.
Oxmall? Why
He
would I
did some
want to
fan
see
art.
him?
Did some
he
fan
does.
art.
He does fan art.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I'm displaying is a piece of fan art right now. Somebody made it for
It
me.
is.
I really love it.
Yeah.
I'm the testy poo. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It really is.
Mike, I'm not proving any of your points. You just are a fucking idiot. You don't realize it yet, but maybe tomorrow you will get it. Aww. I can't believe I turned this on and I hear a guy trying to compare Vestige 1 sales to what Vestige 2 is at right now after 10 days. And only being
Yeah,
promoted by word of mouth and war campaign on DLive.
Why is it only being promoted by word of mouth?
Why do you think, you dumb fuck? You know. Don't answer
You
me
tell
that.
me. You tell me. For the
Because some
people in the
people-
audience that
Here,
aren't aware.
I'm gonna give you an answer. Yeah, Mike Oxmall style. Because some people decided that they think YouTube, this platform we're on right now, is the way to get customers. And guess what? People like Mike Oxmall, I bet he doesn't even buy books.
There you have it.
You don't compare other people's projects.
Right.
Wait till the project's over and done with, and that's it. Then you could compare.
So how come you're only getting word of mouth this time around?
You know why?
Explain to us in your words.
I could say to you, it's very depressing. There's
It
people
is.
that were away. What we'd say, 7-8 weeks ago, until a shitty cover came out. In my opinion, just my opinion. Mike, yeah. And because we didn't automatically religiously support it, yeah, we hate women now, and we hate Comicsgate apparently, in people like Mike Oxmall's mind.
Mike, it's not true. You can come on.
Come on right now. I'm here. Come on, tough guy. Do it. Do it. I just woke up. I haven't even got soda in me yet.
Uh-oh.
You drink Coke in the morning or something.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, well.
Yep. I like Coke.
Have you tried sarsaparilla, my friend?
I'm not really a what's it called, root beer guy. Sarsaparilla, not my thing.
Root beer is nothing like sarsaparilla.
It is in the United States.
Oh, I see.
It kind of is. It is different. You are right, but it's more compared to root beer here, in my opinion. You know, this is all my opinion. Mike.
All right, now listen, children.
No, don't give me any fucking ultimatums. Bring the idiot on. Let us talk. Let us talk, and let me just rip this guy a new hole.
Does it sound like I'm Liam?
Yes.
Do I look like Liam to you?
Yes.
I'm not giving you any rules of conduct or anything. I'm saying to you, I'm going to bring on Mike, and then
Do it.
I am going to relieve my bladder. And while I'm doing that, you two can have a discussion.
I will make sure your show gets taken off the air by the time you're done pissing.
Nice.
I would appreciate it if that didn't occur.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Okay.
Can you move his
There
stupid
we go.
message? I can't see his name, and I forget who he is.
There we go.
Hello, Testy Pole.
Yeah, I know who you are, by the way.
Hello. Yes, you know that I am Mike Oxmall.
No, you're a fucking idiot. Let's refer to you as fucking idiot for the time being.
How could you properly have discourse in an intelligent manner by immediately
You there,
insulting
Mike?
me?
Yeah, because you're a fucking idiot. I'm just stating a fact.
Do you have proof?
Yes,
I would like to hear it.
you just heard it. You're a fucking idiot.
That's not proof.
Yeah, it is.
How?
Simple.
How?
Your name's Mike Oxmall. Fucking
That's an
idiot.
insult. That's not an argument.
Yes, it is an insult. I'm insulting you right now.
Do you have
correct.
an argument?
Yes, you're an idiot.
I'm waiting for facts.
Let's see.
You know, when you insult me,
I'm
testicle.
going to give you your fact. You just tried to say vestige number 2 is doing significantly worse than it did vestige 1. What usually happens on the second campaigns?
Graveyard Shift, Lone Star, Cyber Frog, all dramatic
Yeah.
improvements.
Yeah. What about all the other books?
Go ahead and list them.
I don't need to list them.
Well, you're not proving anything. You're just insulting. You're an
No,
idiot.
you're comparing apples to oranges, you idiot.
Vestige 1 and
Yes.
Vestige 2 are
Yeah.
an apples to apples comparison.
No, they're not.
They are. One says it's the first book. The
Mhm.
second is the second book. Do you understand?
No, I don't. You might need to make it more easier because apparently I'm unintelligent to you. So could you make it?
You are
to
very
explain
much
to me?
so.
Why don't you explain it to me?
Vestige 1 is
Yeah.
related to Vestige 2. Do you understand?
No, I don't, because you're an idiot.
Again, Vestige has a 1 next to it.
Mm-hmm.
If another project comes out with
It
a 2,
actually
to
is
it.
called vestige, sir.
do you understand that it is the sequel to Vestige 1? In fact,
No,
it is
how
the
does that work?
second
What does the
issue.
sequel mean?
It's the same story.
What does the sequel mean?
It's the same story.
It's the same story, so why would you try to resell the same thing?
It's a continuation of the original story, is it not?
It's part of the universe. But it's not
Isn't
the
it
same
a
story,
continu-
you idiot.
It's a continuation of the first issue story, is it not?
You'll have to find out.
I read
Buy the
the
book.
first Vestige, did you?
Yeah, I got it right here, actually.
Where did the story end?
Not where I'm going to tell everybody that hasn't bought it yet.
It
You don't.
ends with
You
what
don't.
character?
You don't spoil your fucking book, you dumbass.
It's not even worth considering spoiling. It's not a good book
it's not worth it. So then, why are you talking about it?
because it is a dramatic loss.
Dramatic loss.
It's not making the same. It won't make six figures.
Oh, really? It won't.
Look at
They
Brand
said that
2.
the last time.
Look at Brand 2.
Brand.
Look
Mike,
at Brand 2. It's
Mike.
a significant drop in money and
Mike,
backers.
were you dropped on your head?
You're going to insults again. I don't know what you're trying to prove by insulting me.
It's very simple. You're fucking unentertaining, and you are trying to compare apples to oranges.
It's apples to apples.
No, it's not, because it's
It
not the
is,
same product.
because it's the first book being continued story-wise in the second book. Do you not understand how sequels work? How second issues work? Have you ever read a comic book?
No, I've never in my life. Never.
It sounds like you haven't.
I've never. You're right.
Do you have any more insults?
I could think of tons.
I think you can defend Vestige all you like. You're still in Panama. You're considered to be as special a person as sketch therapy, and judging by how quick you are to insult, you're not making any points here. And my point is, Vestige 2 will not be as successful as the first Vestige because War Campaign had some bad behavior. and
What was their bad
resulted in
behavior? Oh,
Everything that led to EVS cutting them off.
what led to that?
Bad behavior, but specifically the misogyny and
Misogyny.
directed towards that Star Wars girl.
Are you Comicsgate, Mike?
I am Mike Oxmall. I refuse.
Are you
any
part of
label.
Comicsgate, Mike?
I've backed many Comicsgate projects.
No. Are you Comicsgate, Mike?
I have backed many Comicsgate projects. I
Okay,
have never.
it's a very simple answer. Yeah, say hi,
Mike.
Comicsgate.
Say hi, Comicsgate, Mike.
Hello, Comicsgate.
There you go.
Do you love and support it in your heart?
I support with my money, which many in Comicsgate are not doing for Vestige 2, as we see.
Oh, so all those 300 some odd people, they're not people. They're just simpletons, right?
How many backers did Vestige 1 have?
I don't know off the top of my head right now.
Maybe you should talk to the 1,932 people from the original campaign and ask them why they're not backing Vestige 2.
I don't know. You know, there's a lot of stuff in the world that's also changed, Mike, since Vestige 1 came out.
What?
I'm not going to blame people for not being able to buy it right now at this time.
I don't think people are interested in buying it.
Well, I disagree with you.
I think I have the numbers on my side.
You have the numbers. Was there a pandemic going on back then?
Regardless, there's...
Oh, it's regardless? Regardless.
Yes, because Cyberfrog...
Oh, so all the idiots that
Cyberfrog beat Cyberfrog Bloodhoney.
So the 310 people, are they unintelligent?
I think you are unintelligent, obviously.
No, I didn't ask that. I asked.
I hate to even associate War Campaign with you.
I don't. You don't have to call me War Campaign. I'm Comicsgate.
You're in Panama.
So.
As soon as I got on here, you started insulting me.
Because you're an idiot.
Again, what point are you proving?
That you're an idiot?
Okay, I've got numbers that we could look at objectively.
No, because you're bored the living shit out of people, and I think Oz is smarter than that.
Well, all I'm hearing is that you don't like me.
It's not I don't like you. You're comparing apples to oranges.
Vestige 1 and Vestige 2 are apples and apples. It's the same story being continued in the second book.
So let me ask you a question then. Is Vestige 1, because it only made a little over 100,000 now after, fulfillment and all these things, and it's still not to the numbers of Shipyard Shift 2 and Cyberfrog 1.
Can you refer to stuff without insulting it?
I did. I just called Cyberfrog 1.
Shipyard Shift is not the title. It's Graveyard Shift. You make yourself look stupid, and I'm trying to help you, son.
Son? Really?
Obviously, you need the love of a father in your life.
I have one. Very good one.
Sorry he didn't love you.
Oh, okay. Mike, you're really stretching.
As much as saying that Vestige 1 and 2 don't have the same story?
No, they don't have the same story.
Really?
Why would you buy the same exact thing you've already bought?
They have the same main character. Do they not?
You'll have to see.
Do I need to walk you through how a sequel works? How an issue 2 works?
Well, where's your projects? Can we look at your numbers?
Now you're deflecting. I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm not. If you'd actually think about what I just said. Are the same characters
in Vestige 1 and Vestige 2?
There might be.
There is.
How do you know?
I'm not letting you get away with this deflection nonsense.
I'm not the creator of Vestige. Why would I put out stuff that I don't have the exact answer for?
I don't think you're capable of creating anything.
I'm not.
Vestige 1 had 1,900 backers. Vestige 2 is over 300 backers.
Mm-hmm. And the campaign's not over.
It's dramatically decreased from the first one.
I just gave you a perfect example. The campaign's not over, and you're saying that it's already failed.
Okay, I'm on Backer Kit. Let me see what we got here.
Oz, am I making any sense right now?
No, you're not. You're saying that Vestige 1 and 2 have
I didn't ask you, you fucking retard. I asked Oz.
There you go with the insults again.
Feel free to share your screen, Mike.
Hold on.
Are you making any sense? Well, I often don't think that you make very much sense, Testify. Okay. But in your defense,
I don't need defense.
You are not agreeing with Mike.
Correct.
So that means that you are more than likely correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I know. It's okay. I think you get it. I think you're smart enough and you get it.
Mm.
Do you think my apples to oranges comparison's a good one?
What does the chat think?
I don't know. They're probably all asleep because you brought Mike Oxmall on your fucking show.
No, he's just shutting down all his pornography because he's going to try and share a screen.
Oh, that's misogynist.
Such Puritan values.
What's wrong with Puritan values?
You definitely do not practice them.
I don't.
No,
Really?
I don't think you do, sir.
Oz is not a pegger. He doesn't have a penis.
I got something that resembles a bit of a penis at the top.
Oh, it grew?
No, can you see? You can see it's kind of.
Yeah,
It's
I know
kind
what
of
that
like a sausage.
Yeah. Ah,
There you go with the insults again.
no, it's not an insult. I'm just talking. I got something in my throat. Oh, damn.
I have
God.
the screen.
Oh, let's look at his screen. He must have all the facts with this screen. Okay.
Vestige 1, 19,779. First day, April 20th,
Yeah.
2019.
Okay.
Vestige 2, May 31st, 8,571. I win.
You win. Okay. Yeah. You're right. It sold more on the first day. Congratulations.
We are trending towards 40,000
Okay.
total.
And
Vestige 1 made 105,000.
and
And what? What is
you
your
tell
point?
me.
Vestige 2, Indiegogo. Let's look at.
Looks
the
like Johnny
description.
Midnight. Johnny Midnight said the smartest thing, and I don't think he knows very much to begin with. But he just said the smartest thing I've heard.
Look, it's the same character for Vestige 1 and 2.
Mm.
Here's the knife wielding character from the first book. Here's Matilda.
Yeah.
Bear witness to the sequel of
Mm.
the critically acclaimed fantasy universe Vestige. Our story picks up mid-mission with Matilda, the dagger wielded by the wanted murderer. It's apples to apples, you fool.
Well, obviously it's not because it did
Projected
significantly
sales
less on day
loss
one.
of 62%. I don't know why I'm arguing with you. The numbers are right there.
I'm not
It's a
arguing because there's
sequel.
no point of arguing with you.
Here are the war campaign.
You are doing all the
campaign.
work for me right now, Mike.
Andrew Huerta, war campaign. There you go.
I don't think he's officially in war campaign.
No, he's just in a business agreement with them.
How do you know?
It's right there. Good
No.
Lord, son.
I don't know what their deal is.
Yes, my voice is changing because I'm angry.
I bet you are. That's the part that everybody's
It's like
saying.
talking to a child. Do you have any other numbers that you would like to throw around?
I can't throw around numbers.
You
when
can't throw
the
around
project's not
anything. You
done.
have no point to make other than you don't like me and you'll insult me.
No, I just actually made a point. You just didn't want to listen to it.
Which is what, sir?
When the project's done, then we'll look at numbers. You can't compare them right now.
I'm saying it doesn't look good. I'm not saying it won't. I'm saying backer kit, however flawed it may be, is tracking significantly less at 40,000. I'd say 60,000 due to the delays at best.
Okay, well, that's a good opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
That's based on numbers, and we can see that there's a dramatic loss in backers and funding.
I don't see that, but apparently you
do. You don't see a difference between $8,000 and almost $20,000. You can't see that.
Oh, I could see a difference in it. Yeah, you're right. That's a different number. You are.
I
correct.
am right.
I just said you're correct.
Yes, thank you. You have been schooled.
Is that what you call it?
This number is bigger than this number. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Thank you. I win.
Do you feel better now?
No.
I know you don't.
Andrew Huerta. Right there. Right next to that Centurion helmet.
And
I hope you feel embarrassed.
I don't.
Just admit you're wrong.
I don't think I'm wrong.
What is your
I don't
point
think
then?
I don't think I'm right either. I can't make a decision until the project's completed.
I'm comparing first day. We
Okay,
can look at first day.
is the project completed?
Let's look at the first day, since that's all we can look at right now. 19,000 first day for Vestige 1, 8,000 first day for Vestige 2. People are dramatically less interested. There are less backers total.
Okay.
Maybe it gets delayed a year. Maybe they make some money and in demand, but it's looking. Yes, I agree with Mr. Dongs. Testify never made an argument. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it to this young man.
Because I'm trying to show you that you just want to hear yourself.
I've got the numbers. I don't know what else I could show you. I think it's fair to say that War Campaign is self-immolating at this point.
Self-immolating.
That's right. Their bad
Oh.
behavior towards Anna, their bad behavior towards the people they put in dildo memes has come home to roost.
Oh.
That and Vestige 1 wasn't that good of a book. If we're just talking merit, it wasn't a good book.
Well, I'm sorry you don't like it. I hope maybe they can gain your business back.
Of course, that's subjective. I don't think they wrote a good comic book. The customer service, the shipping, the actual holding the book physically, all good things. Just not a good story. Not good art.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't like it.
That's subjective.
Okay.
What's objective is the money has dramatically decreased. And I think that's primarily due to writing a bad story and bad behavior.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
I'm entitled to my facts.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to embarrass yourself further?
Yes.
Please do.
No, just keep talking. Keep embarrassing me, please.
It's right there. It's right there on screen.
No. I see Vestige 1 on there.
Okay.
And I hear a guy that doesn't like it telling everybody that it's dead and never going to work.
I didn't say that. I said
it's
dramatic.
You said it's a bad story.
I said it's a dramatic drop in
Did
backers.
you not say it was a bad story and you
money.
don't like it?
I didn't like it as a piece of art, as a piece of business. It's fair to say that War Campaign's behavior has resulted in the self-immolation of their group. And
well, let me ask you a question. If War Campaign's so dead, why are you talking about it so much? And why is it on your mind?
Do you have big brain energy?
I just asked you a question. Can you answer it? I answered your question.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Testify.
You don't know how to.
You wanted to
answer
you
that.
wanted to. You
My
wanted
name's
to argue with
Testy
me.
Poo, by the way. I don't want to argue with you. There's no arguing with somebody that is so delusional right now. It's not even funny.
A delusional? How am I delusional?
Very simple. You're trying to compare another project that had a totally different scenario going with it to this one.
It's the sequel.
Yeah, it's the sequel.
It's the sequel.
You're right. And?
So why would you not compare the money made?
Because the project's not done yet.
It's number 2.
Okay.
Good God.
Well, why don't we see in 19 days where it's at? Then you could tell me that I'm wrong and make yourself feel better.
Let's look at day 1.
It doesn't matter what day 1 is.
Day 1.
It doesn't matter.
Day one.
Oh my god.
Look, Vestige 2 making less money than Vestige 1 is not my problem. That's yours.
All right, McCheese.
Did you have another point to make,
Oz, you know that's Mike McCheese, right? You're talking to.
No, it's Mike Oxmall too.
No, it's Mike McCheese.
You see, there you go, deflecting. I've destroyed every argument you've had. I've proved it with numbers, and you're resulting to insults and climbing on this other guy.
Well, you are.
Where is the nuclear codes that WC had?
What codes? What are you referring to?
Drop the receipts.
Drop what? We didn't go to Walmart.
You're not. You're Panama.
I'm Panama.
That's right.
They have Walmart in Panama. Did you know that?
Okay, my point that I came here to argue Tostapoo was
I'm not arguing.
Vestige 2 is making less than Vestige 1.
Do you feel better now?
No, I'm just waiting for a rebuttal.
There's no rebuttal.
Exactly.
Next.
Ozart, weren't you going to end the show?
No, I want you to sit there and just squirm a little bit because you know this is stupid right now.
I'm stupid for pointing out that Vestige 2 is making less than Vestige 1.
I didn't say you were stupid, but you are stupid.
You've said it so many times already.
No, I actually called you a fucking retard and an idiot.
Okay, and I proved that you were.
I am what?
You are the insults you just said to me.
What insults? Those weren't insults. Those were facts. You're a retard. You're an idiot.
Facts is what I have on the screen.
Well,
facts is I'm dealing with somebody who cannot argue and resorts to insults. That's
how am I going to argue something that is not the same? You're comparing something that is not.
It's the sequel. It's the sequel. It's number 2. Why wouldn't you compare it?
Here, since you love Anna so much, did the original Star Wars, did Episode 2 make more money than Episode 1?
That's a non sequitur as I've ever heard.
It's a sequel.
You're a non sequitur. Get on my level. Who is this beautiful woman?
I'm just providing the audience some kind of distraction in case your argument isn't quite thrilling them on the intellectual level that they deserve.
That's true. It's hard trying to argue with Testapoo. He has no idea what he's talking about.
So, do you have anything further to add? Testify?
I guess I'll leave so Testify can talk shit without me here. But Ozart, as always, you're a gentleman. Thank you for bringing me back on.
No problem.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
See you next time.
Yeah, bye.
So, testify.
Yeah, sorry. I fell asleep for a second.
Well, hopefully, actually, I don't really mind whether or not the audience falls asleep. If they fall asleep, they don't. They still contribute to the viewing hours.
Oh, I know they do. I'm not insulting your audience.
So, so you woke up angry at me for not having a proper defendant. And
say what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Well, you woke up angry and came on the stream angry at me, yelling at me.
No, Oz, I'm not angry at you.
You were though. You were a bit upset with me.
I'm sorry, Oz, if you thought I was angry with you.
Okay. It felt to me that there was a little bit of a little bit of aggression stirring up there, where you thought that
No, there's no
I
aggression.
wasn't providing the response that you thought was needed.
Do you agree with Mike Oxmall and his facts?
I would never agree with Mike Oxmall.
Okay, thank you.
Mm. It wouldn't matter if he was describing something that I was holding in my hand and he was completely accurate in that description. I still would not agree with him.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Trust me, there are certain people that you don't want to give any credence to whatsoever.
Did I give him credence?
No, I don't
Okay.
suppose you did.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Apples to oranges.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna, I can't obviously be on par with such a highly intellectual guy.
Right. Okay.
That just wants to win.
Mhm.
I didn't know we were in a sport.
Well, we are in a war,
What war?
a culture war, my friend.
Are we?
Yes, we are, very much so.
How do you figure?
Well, perhaps tomorrow night we can go through some of the cancellation that's going on at the moment in the media,
Okay.
the Australian media, the British media.
I don't know that. I'm in the United States. I don't follow that stuff.
Well, there's a bit of it going on in the US as well.
Isn't Australia more like the US?
No, our
They're different places, but a lot of the feelings of people are a lot the same, I thought, in my opinion.
I think that our systems of government and perhaps our people's attitudes are very similar.
That's what
But
I was referring to.
I would suggest, yeah,
Your
but
website.
our government, our healthcare, etc., the way our society is built is much more like the British system. So, and similarly, our ideas on weapons and things like that. But we're a small country. Same size, but we've got the same population as New York. We all like koalas. What else do we need? That's right. All right, Testy. You still there, my friend? I think Testify has gone. Yes, Paw Patrol did nothing wrong, King Cobra.
No, I'm sorry. I was going to the bathroom.
Uh,
I didn't think I wanted you guys all to hear that, but I was
Yeah,
trying to
so
be nice. I heard
tomorrow
everything
night,
you said.
Gone with the Wind, removed. Paw Patrol, being joked about, but might be removed. Lego, removing all emergency services.
I thought they walked that back.
Nope.
You sure?
Pretty sure the Lego one's still going ahead.
I don't know about that, but okay. I thought
Well,
that changed.
We'll see tomorrow night anyway.
But by the way, isn't Australia under the British influence? I thought you're you're part of the whole European thing.
No.
I forgot. Things change all the time. I don't know.
No, we had federation in 1901, so we've been a AR system of government since then.
From
So-
1921.
1901,
01. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and
I think we're
So-
a lot the same, being between the Australia and United States. There's a lot of things that we're pretty much on par with, but there are, like you said, there are some differences. Definitely. But
Yeah,
I think we're a lot more the
cancelled.
same than we are than different.
Oh yes, of course. They've cancelled. Well, that's why we have all your military bases here. Like we have. Do you know what Pine Gap is?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, so Pine Gap. So the United States from their bases can only view the northern hemisphere. So we have a secret spy base in the center of Australia called Pine Gap.
It must not be that secret if you know about it.
Or what they do is secret. So like it's like Area 51. You know it's there, but you don't know exactly what they're doing there. So Pine Gap is totally classified.
I don't.
And it's I think we've actually I'd have to double check this, but I think that we gave it embassy soil rights so that it's actually American territory, Pine Gap. And there are these huge giant golf balls, like massive white golf balls in the middle of the desert, and these are like all their satellite uplinks for them to control all the spy satellites in the southern hemisphere. Because and then we have all the war games in the north of Australia. We have a large US barracks in the north of Australia.
Well, that's very educational.
Yeah, and also and that relationship started with the US because when Armstrong went to the moon, the actual landing of the moon and the first step and all that, America couldn't actually receive that because they were on the wrong side of the moon. So all that footage was actually beamed to a satellite dish in Australia, and then we beamed it on to the United States.
Okay.
And so, and
I thought that was filmed in a warehouse.
Well, that's another reason why that fake moon landing thing is so ridiculously stupid, and it's what people don't realize is that footage was actually beamed from space to us in Australia, and then we beamed it onto America. So,
no, that makes sense because of the way the Earth rotates and the technology at the time.
Exactly.
You had a more direct line.
It's America wasn't the only person just beaming it out to people's televisions, is what I'm saying.
I'm not arguing with you on it. By the way, I don't think the moon landing was fake.
Mike Oxmall too probably thinks the moon landing is fake. That's all.
Probably. Yeah, he's in a delusionary world, but hey, he has fun there. It sounds like.
All right. So tomorrow, testify if you're available and if you're awake at the time that I'm streaming. I'd like you to come on and discuss some tweets.
How many hours is that from now? It's only 9 o'clock here in the U.S. for me.
9 a.m.
Yeah, it's 9 a.m.
And what time do you normally get up? Because it'll probably be about 6.
I get up sometimes at 3 in the morning. I get sometimes up at 4, 5, 6. Just depends.
Well, it'll probably be about 6 or 7 a.m. your time.
6 or 7 a.m. So your same show tomorrow.
My same show tomorrow. And if Liam streams tomorrow, we'll then shift over onto his show afterwards.
Liam's on vacation.
Yeah, but
he's not. Yeah, that's what I was getting at with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're either on vacation or you're not.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
So I'll be starting at probably go for 1 or 2 hours, and then that would be Liam's normal start time. So if he decides to show up, then we'll scoot over to there.
Well, send me a message on Twitter if I don't see that. Just send me a message to remind me.
All right.
Or give me an hour warning or something at least.
All right. If I remember, I'll do that. If you remember,
you just invited me.
Yeah, but just because I invited you doesn't mean I remember later.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You're a good host.
I'm nothing if not organized.
That's an understatement, but okay.
All right. And then we'll go through all the programs that have been cancelled, like Gone with the Wind, Faulty Towers.
Yeah.
Basically anything pre-1970, I think they're
Okay.
looking at just getting rid of. So it's worth having that conversation.
All right. I will try to be there tomorrow. I got to go to the bathroom, so I will talk to you later.
All right. See you later. He just went to the toilet and now he wants to go to the toilet again. All right. Now, everybody, I really am going. Okay? Same time, same channel tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Thanks for coming. Save the orange koala.